games are live. Our discussion. Many thanks for choosing, as always, Saturday, Sunday. This is the place to listen to. And from now to like 5 p.m., just like I said, the show is always interactive. You can send us your thoughts on 0539 986 996. Hull City ending their first Premier League victory over Manchester United after returning to the top flight. It's a 2-0 victory at MKM Stadium. The game ended not too long. Part of the 2 p.m. batch of matches, there's a lot to munch on, a lot to get into as we speak. Ipswich taking on Sunderland. Ipswich do have a Ghanaian player in there, Abdul Fattah Isaku, is starting as we speak. Yesterday we saw 2 Ghanaian players taken to the field. Thomas Brandon Asante and Caleb Yuinchi also making his Premier League debut, also together with Thomas. But they lost that game to the defending champions Arsenal by 3-0. As we speak, we have another Ghanaian in action. Plays for Ipswich. They are taking on Sunderland. But for the 2 p.m. batch of matches, Everton are also in action. They are up against Crystal Palace. There's Nottingham also up against Leeds United as we speak. Then later 4:30, Brentford up against Tottenham Hotspur. That's the final game for today. The English Premier League match day 1. Early on, we saw that defeat to United. Hull City beating United by 2-0. Semi Ajayi with that goal for Hull City. Let me head to the French Ligue 1. 3:15 p.m. there's Lens taking on AG Auxerre. 6:45. We have 4 games. Le Mans will be taking on Brest. OGC Nice up against Lorient. Toulouse will take on Lyon. Then Troyes is up against Paris FC in the French Ligue 1. For the Italian Serie A, there's Inter Milan up against Monza at 4:30 p.m. Udinese will also take on Como at 4:30. Then Genoa up against Napoli. Parma take on Cagliari 6:45 p.m. For today, in the Spanish La Liga, Athletic Bilbao they're up against Sevilla at 3 p.m. 5:30 there's Valencia up against Celta Vigo. And then Espanyol will take on Real Madrid at 7:30 today. We'll be starting a conversation in the English Premier League, and welcome aboard again to the show. You can send us your thoughts 0539 986 996. Just in case you just tuned in and you are wondering what the scores is between Hull City and Manchester United, the update is that United lost that game to Hull City. It's the first time Hull City is picking up a point, a win against Manchester United. Also the first time since 2016-2017 Hull are playing their first match in the top flight division. And what a way to start. Semi Ajayi giving Hull City the lead, a dream start. And then later, there was a second goal coming from Nobel Mendy for Hull City. Big 3 points for Serge Zakirovic's side. And what a way to start. I've got Manola Angelo Kwachi in studio with me. Yai Jeminta is also here. Coach Christopher Nimley will be joining us pretty soon. You can also send us your thoughts 0539 986 996 0539 986 996. If you're listening to us on radio, it's 97.3 Citi FM. Well, let me run you through the starting 11 for that game between Hull City and United, just in case you are wondering who started for the two clubs. Let me start off with United, who are the away side. They line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Sonny Laman in post, a back four of Mazuari, Harry Maguire, Aiden Haven, and then Luke Shaw as the back four. Yuri Tilleman played in midfield together with Andri Santos, the two making their United debut in the Premier League. And then there is Brian Mbeumo, Bruno Fernandes playing as a 10, Patrick Dogu also started. Matheus Cunha led the attack for Manchester United. And a part of Hull City, their formation was 5-4-1. It was Zolakis in post, a back five of Cole, Semi Ajayi, Egan, Mendy, and then Gauss making the back five. And the midfield four, they had Bellumi, Crooks, Slater, and then Stroud as the midfield four. And they had McBurney leading the attack for Hull City. They beat United by 2 goals to 0. I've seen your comments already on YouTube. Some already reacting to the United loss, and some also asking where is Coach Christopher Nimley to come explain what happened to United this morning. You can also send us your thoughts if you are listening to us on radio. 053996 986 Welcome aboard. Like I said, 3 more games actually have started. The 2 p.m. batch of matches as we speak. Ipswich are taking on Sunderland. It's goalless. 11 minutes played already at that ground. Kwachi is here with me. Let me take his initial thoughts, and then I'll run you through the starting 11 for that game between Ipswich and Sunderland. It's goalless, as like I said, as we speak. 11 minutes already into that game. Abdul Fattah Isaku is starting that game for Ipswich. He moved from Leicester City these days. He plays for Ipswich in that Premier League. Charles Owusu-Kumi is also here with me. He's a big United fan. He's got mad love for United, and I'm sure he's got a few things to say today after United's poor start. But yesterday, the Premier League started. It was Arsenal beating Coventry by 3 goals to 0. We had 2 Ghanaian players also playing that game. Fire of baptism for Caleb Yurinchi in that midfield role. He was played by Frank Lampard. Very advanced. We'll talk about that game later. But let's start off the conversation. But with the United loss, Charles is here. Manuel Angelo Kwache is here. Charles, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Gabby.
Today you decided to visit us. I understand the occasion.
I'm just paying a
quick
big visit.
A quick visit. You have a few things to say.
Yes, I do. I mean, look, I just watched the game. Very disappointed with the performance. It's not about the loss. It's more so about the way they lost that game. Very lethargic performance. It's as though they are still in preseason mode.
Okay.
Like you just show up. I don't know if they underrated Hull City. Like you just show up and they'll give you the points. But in all departments of the game, United, they were playing second fiddle to Hull City. Hull were the better side defensively, even in midfield. Yes, they did allow United to have the large share of possession, but eventually, especially on set pieces, they look stronger. United looked like it's like their legs are heavy. They couldn't run. You know, I have a few concerns with the defensive setup for United. It's looking as though they need to go into the market and get a central defender. I was hoping that Lenny Euro and Aiden Heaven would create this kind of partnership going forward for United. But after watching Heaven today, he doesn't look like he's ready.
He's not ready for the Prem.
He's not ready. Yes, young, good footballer, but physically, I don't think he's still ready. I don't know how Euro would also turn up when he shows up in the games. But we've also seen today that, look, you cannot be relying on Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, you know, to get you through the season. Yes, I know that United are in the market for a left back. This game, the showing that we've seen today, especially from left back, especially from Luke Shaw, at some point of the game, he looked so tired. United need to go into the market, you know, pay the money, and get that Newcastle boy. Because
Lewis Hall, you prefer him? You think he'll do a decent job, Dan?
Absolutely. I mean, he's younger, and Luke Shaw, he's been at United for how many years? He's been there for more than 10 years. He's giving everything he can give to the club. Yes, he suffered a horrific injury. United have been faithful to him, but I think at this point, he should be back up to a younger left back. Or you can even push him into central defense so that he can play there too. Yes, before, because he has lost a yard of pace, and he cannot be your first choice left back if you want to win anything. Because the Champions League places this season are going to be very difficult, and United need to get into the Champions League again. So go ahead and get a left back. In central defense, I think they need another experienced central defender, because you cannot rely on Martinez. He's almost always not available. And like these young boys, I don't think they are ready yet. And of course, Harry Maguire, he is not the quickest. And so you cannot play a high line with him. it affects the way Carrick wants to play. In midfield, I don't think the partnership between
Tielemans
and Santos worked well enough today.
First time playing together.
First time playing together, it's understandable. And I also have an issue with that Dogo experiment out wide. Look, it kills me every time I see it.
Yeah.
I understand that, yes, he's got energy, he'll track back and all of that, but please, United is a big football club. Unless, of course, the club accepts that, well, they are no more. But I still think that Man United is huge.
Yeah.
And you cannot be playing Patrick Dogu left wing, left side forward, whichever way you want to call it, in 2026. Those are areas where you need creators. And he's not a creator.
Yeah. A winger who is adventurous, somebody to take on.
Yes. So I didn't get why he started him when he had Marcus Rashford. Maybe he wanted to ease Rashford back into the league. I get it, but that experiment clearly didn't work.
Some people say because at the tail end of last season, I think that's when the experiment started under Carrick.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yes. And look, so he's not a terrible footballer.
Yeah.
So there are some games at some points every footballer would get some sort of form, a good run, but consistently, can he produce at a level where you need your wide forward to be producing? No, certainly not. So I still think that if Rashford is staying, well, he should be your first choice there, or Matthias Cunha. If Šeško is playing and then Cunha needs to come out wide, then you have either Rashford or Cunha. But that Dogo experiment it should stop. And he's also not a left back. He's also not. He's a left.
So what's his best?
He's a left
wing back.
He was primarily bought. For what's the name of this coach?
You mean the Amorim, right?
Ruben
Amorim. Yeah.
It was primarily bought for him as a left wing back.
Yeah.
And of course, because Amorim is gone, Carrick has switched to a 4-back. So now you don't know whether to play him as left back or as left a wide forward.
Yeah.
And now he's playing there because we seem to lack options. I don't get it. Like, why should a club like Man United be lacking options at wide forward? In the past, that's been our bread and butter. We've had players like Nani.
That position has produced top
so
players.
I think that they need to look at that. But hey, it's just the first game of the season. United fans,
37 more games to come.
Yeah, don't lose hope yet. I know. I mean, it's
but
because of social media these days, these losses are more painful. Next weekend will come very quickly. Don't worry. We have Ipswich coming up, and I believe that that's a game that the boys will be up for, and then we're going to win that game. But for Arsenal, look,
against Coventry.
Yeah,
it was just Coventry.
But they are champions.
Okay, they play like that.
They're champions. Yeah. You have to lay down the marker.
Yeah,
they played like they are the champions of the Premier League. Brushed aside Coventry. Unfortunate for the Ghana boys, especially Caleb Birenchi. I mean, baptism on fire for him.
Yeah.
First game of the season. I think eventually he'll find his feet.
Okay.
But yeah, Arsenal just did what they had to do. It was a good game, at the Emirates. And they had to win that game.
Yeah.
They are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Especially that now that Pep,
well settled team.
Now that Pep has left the team, Man City, you don't know the kind of Man City we're going to see. Everybody thinks that Arsenal are going to win the league, and they play like champions. And they are going to win the league.
Okay, let me run you through a few of the numbers around the Hull City United game, which ended early on. Hull City beating United by 2-0. If you're listening, you can send us your thoughts 053996 996 053996 996. I see the comments already on YouTube. A lot of comments on the part of the United fans not too happy with the results today, but I'll read them. But let me run you through the numbers. In terms of the XG, right? Hull were doing 1.26. United did 1.81. Ball possession, United had 72%. Hull did 28%. Total shots, United did 21, Hull did 8. Shots on target, United did 5, Hull had 4 on target. Yeah, and out of those 4 shots on target, they had 2 goals from that. In terms of the yellow cards, it was 2 for Hull, 1 for United. When it comes to the numbers, so that game ended not too long. Hull City beating United by 2-0. As we speak, we have Ipswich up against Sunderland. Is goalless from that game. Fatah Isaku starting, 20 minutes played already. 2 more games have kicked off together with the Ipswich Sunderland game. There is Everton up against Crystal Palace. For you, we'll be bringing you all the update as and when the goals drop. And then there is also Forest up against Leeds United. In there, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can leave us your thoughts on the YouTube stream. We're live on Channel 1 TV as well. And then we're live on 97.3 Citi FM. Gabi Ofe here. Charles Owusu-Kumi is here with me. There is Manuel Angelo Kwache. And then Yaya J. Menta. Manuel, just quick thoughts on what this win means for Hull City back in the top flight for the first time since 2016-2017 season. I think that was the season Chelsea won the league, right? Yeah, it was that season. Antonio Conte, yeah. Look, it's a big result for Hull City, the Tigers, in their quest to stay afloat, stay in the league this season.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And if I'm being honest, you're probably the least fancy team out of the 3. I think because there's a Ghanaian connection with Coventry and with Ipswich, and obviously because of what Coventry did, I think they both came through by qualification, and Hull came through the playoffs. Yeah. So naturally they would they're the least fancy team right now out of the 3 promoted teams to stay up. So to start with a win against Man United of all teams, and I think these are the type of games at the start of the season that can actually switch your momentum for you. If you come and you lose 2-3 games on the bounce and you start thinking the Premier League is hard, it affects how you approach the rest of the games. If you come and you can start getting some points on the board, I think they can approach more games with less fear, especially like you said, against Man United, a team that they've never been able to beat in the history of the Premier League. So I think they'll be thrilled with the result. It all depends on whether or not they can build on it. What I would say that I think United were unable to create as many chances, and they scored both of their goals from set pieces. And I don't know how fortunate you would be in other games. Maybe they also need to work on creative play, but it's also just the first game of the season. Yeah, they can also take a positive from the fact that they were able to score both goals before halftime and hold out United for a whole half. So it's been a good performance for them.
And hold on, for me, Ipswich have scored their first goal in the Premier League. What a run by Julio Enciso. Yeah. Charlie out, that guy. What a run! As soon as he took the ball, he went past the defender.
The defending was also very poor.
The defending was atrocious. Sunderland, I mean, they should have done better. I think they really should have done. Who scored a goal for Emerson? Okay.
Or Emerson, because his name has double N.
Yeah, on that.
It's not your regular Emerson where it's just one N. Yeah, it's double N.
Yeah, so Ipswich 1, Sunderland 0. Look at that run. He gives the ball away, and Siso just picks the ball, goes past him. He has another defender to deal with. Charlie, I thought he was going to take the
shot.
Yeah.
At that angle, I think it would have been ill-advised.
Okay.
Yeah, because you look at it, the defending was terrible, because in that moment you defend the space. You don't go to the man.
Yeah.
You defend the space. So let's say Van Dijk would have backed off and forced you to move the ball to your
makes your options very
favorite foot.
Yeah.
Or force you to move the ball to your left foot, because he was attacking from the right. So he would have opened his body up. I mean, Charles is here, he knows his basketball. He would have opened his body up in a way that will force you to go to your unfavorite hand.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
So it makes the angle difficult for you.
It makes the angle very difficult for you. So that's how you defend the space. In this case, he wanted to defend the man and the ball, and there was no way he was going to come out with anything positive, because Enciso had acres of space to work with.
Yeah.
He could go left, he could go right. But as a defender, he should have forced him to go left. And in that case, it would have forced Enciso to more or less slow down his run and try to get his body shape right before either attempting a shot or making a pass.
Yeah.
But once you give him that time and space to go to his favorite foot,
he has options.
He has multiple options. Like you mentioned, he could have shot at goal.
Yeah.
or he could have passed and decided to be unselfish.
Now, if that
and he
was an
passed
out
the
and
ball.
out striker, he's shooting the ball.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is that.
Yes.
But I'm happy for Enciso though, because he's got Premier League experience.
Oh, yeah. He was with Brighton, yeah.
Moved to Strasbourg.
He had that terrible,
they had him to
he had that
Strasbourg
terrible
to play a few
injury and
minutes.
that.
And then he's back in
slowed him
the
down.
Premier League. What is this, the loan deal or the signing?
No, the same deal.
I think Gary O'Neil is probably a factor because he went to
Strasbourg. Yeah.
O'Neil to work that Strasbourg. Yeah, that's true.
I think his long-term plan was to try and stay at Strasbourg and see whether he can get into the Chelsea team.
Yeah.
But I think maybe come back, play in the Premier League, and the Chelsea plan has also changed with Maresca moving on and
true.
Alonso coming in.
True. So Ipswich 1, Sunderland 0. The other games, Crystal Palace, Everton still goalless, Leeds, and then Forest still goalless in that game. But just your thoughts on United's loss. The United fans are already upset with the result.
Oh, of course you'll be upset. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's the opening game of the season. And on top of that, you look at how they performed overall. It wasn't necessarily the best.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily the best. It was bang on average at best.
I'll call it what it was. It was
bang on average at best.
Charles says they approached the game like they were still in preseason. And
you can make a serious argument about that because the urgency was lacking, and I mean the passes needed to be played a bit sharper, quicker, faster, and it was a bit laid back. And if you walked in and you didn't have the benefit of a scoreboard at the top of the screen or corner of the screen, you would have thought the game was goalless for the most part. And that for me is the frustrating bit, that you are down by 2-0. You are down to a newly promoted team against a newly promoted team, and it's not like it's a top level, like as in a big name team.
Yeah,
it's Hull City. It will definitely be frustrating and very annoying on the part of any fan who really loves Man United. And so for me, I'm not surprised with the backlash that is coming from the fans, especially when people had all these expectations that your midfield needed work, you needed a bit of improvement, and you signed 2 very good players, and just last night, more or less, you are 90% through with, or 75-80% through with getting Carlos Baleba.
Yeah.
So the excitement is building up based off what happened last season. You went on that brilliant run under Michael Carrick, made it to the Champions League. 3 midfielders are coming in. Things are looking good.
Yeah.
And you just go and deliver such a flat performance. The opening game of the season.
He raises eyebrows.
Against Hull City of all teams.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Yeah, it will definitely be disappointing.
Well, I mean, Hull are back in the Premier League for the first time since 2016. 2017. Quick updates before I get to coach. So 28 minutes still played. Ipswich 1, Sunderland 0. Sunderland knocking for that equalizer. Sunderland are playing Europe this season, right? I think they qualified for the Europa League. Yeah, it's the Europa.
Yeah. But the goal they conceded, I thought it would be Ipswich conceding that type of goal because of the giveaway.
Okay.
You are building an attack. You are advanced very high up the pitch, and there isn't much pressure on the ball. There wasn't much on-ball pressure from Enciso.
Yeah,
and they just gifted it away. It was just a terrible, terrible pass.
Yeah, so correct. Sunderland are playing in the Europa.
Yeah. So for me, that was very disappointing and it's something that I expected it to come from Ipswich, and we saw that last night in that Arsenal Coventry City game.
Yeah.
2 goals from Arsenal. The first 2 came off giveaways from Coventry.
Yeah.
So
and it was in their own half.
Yes, and so those are the type of mistakes I expect to come from newly promoted teams.
Okay.
They don't have too many English Premier League veterans in their team, and for Sunderland to gift them this kind of chance and goal. That was very disappointing, very surprising.
Okay, 0539969996, 0539986996. That's the WhatsApp line. You can send us your thoughts. If you are listening to us on radio, if you're watching us on TV too, feel free to do so. If you're on YouTube, you can also leave your thoughts with us over there. Let me see if I can take some messages on YouTube before I come to Coach. On YouTube, the fans were asking of Coach, so he's here to come explain what happened to United after his predictions or projections yesterday on Panorama.
And today is 22nd. You see this man scrambling around last minute for signings,
yeah.
just to keep the fans a bit quiet.
They were like Baliba in the
you see,
of the
it's the same cycle. It keeps on repeating itself over and over and over again.
Well,
when did in the last, let's say, 8 years, did you have Man United wrap up with their transfer activities before the season started?
Okay, it's always chaos, last minute drama.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. You see these next 9 days.
Yeah,
they will try as much as possible to get like 2 players aside the whole Baleba thing. Then you are now having to integrate the players in the team. All of this kind of unnecessary pressure.
Okay. Official trap with Grande says, where is Coach? Okay, Coach is here. Leo Axiom 23 says, we are cooked for the season.
These people.
Kelvin Diaz says, 1 week bet, United spoil all. Kabnamafu says, Ajayi is the best defender now, with a laughing emoji. Says, Coach Nimli can't come to the studio. Okay, Coach Yamayu there with a laughing emoji. It says Republic of Football is back. Let me see. BB9846 says United's defending crosses was always going to be a problem this season. Why was Ahmad not on the bench? Okay. Maxwell Ifia W 7M says, good afternoon, Gabi. United don't spoil things for boys, but Hala Madrid all the way. This is Maxwell aka Manzi texting from Ashaman. Okay. Gilbert Amankona 5452 says the defensive partnership should not start again for United ever again. I think Charles spoke about that. Komnamafo says Bakama okay, calm down. It's United fans. It's their first game of the season. It's normal. Let's see.
Normal. He says normal.
Sweet Kwame says United got a haul of a beating. Okay, Coach, let me bring you in. The people are looking for you.
You see, it is very beautiful when such things happen and everybody want to hear your version of it. Agreed?
Yeah, agreed.
And for me, my know-how of the game would tell me that there is absolutely nothing to be overly worried about when in the very first league game your team loses a game and then hell must break loose. But having said that,
maybe context matters.
let me quote Michael Carrick
Okay,
after the game.
After the game, okay.
It's on City Sports Online.
He says,
Oh, okay.
one game doesn't change the whole direction of everything. But we need to be aware where we need to improve. We will stay calm in our bubble. It's one game.
Okay.
For the again support union people, every game
Haters.
matters. And for the haters, of course, who will not pounce at the opportunity of what? Trolling
your collapse or any
course,
the opponent's
definitely.
collapse. Yeah, I get you.
But having said that, there's no justification for losing against Hull
City,
City.
okay.
With all due respect, they've never beaten Man United before.
Yeah.
Never. And so today, Carrick breaks or sets a new record. Again, we watched the game. Agreed. We were in the newsroom and we watched the game from start to finish. One thing that was very clear is the fact that the fitness of the United team was very questionable.
I see.
And it is understandable because all of Man United most influential players have just had maximum 2 weeks of training. It will apply to all the other teams that had most of their players at the World Cup.
Yeah. So Maresca said same after City lost to Arsenal in the Community.
So these things are bound to happen.
Okay.
But if you look at the fixture list, if you've got Hull City, you've got Ipswich, and you've got Everton. Hull away, Ipswich home, Everton away. If you're a Man United supporter, you should be thinking that, look, this is a possible 9 points. Because that fourth game is against Man City. And against Man City, anything is possible. What you don't want to be doing, you don't want to be playing Man City at Old Trafford with you having only 3 out of a possible 9. It could end up being 3 out of a possible 12. Or it could end up being 6 out of 12.
Yeah.
That is where the frustration is coming in. Again, when you look at Ineos and the Glazers, you want to ask yourself, do they truly understand the magnitude of the team they own? At times I look at it and I say, look, maybe they don't understand it.
So in terms of the approach to the club's ambition,
look, the last time Man United did business very early in the season, they did not only win the league, they conquered Europe. Do you remember?
what was that?
In 2 weeks after the season finished, Nani,
Oh, okay.
Tevez, Anderson, there was a and then Owen Highgraves. These guys were bought 2 weeks after the season. And then Fergie said, everybody go on holidays. That team won the league back to back and end up playing back to back European Champions League final. Okay? When there's an obvious and you refuse to see and acknowledge and therefore solve, like what is happening to Ghana football, it is an obvious problem.
Yeah.
But those in charge, they don't see it as a problem. Rather, they are seeking those of us who see the obvious to help them
Solve the problem.
When they themselves don't acknowledge the problem in order to solve. Right? It has taken Ketokreku 7 years for him to realize that all the methods he's done.
How have you managed to?
I'm building my point. I'm building my point.
But we are doing EPL.
Allow me. It's EPL I'm doing. Allow me to build my point. Now, when you go to Ineos and the Glazers,
Yeah, stay on track.
it has taken them, or even in their case, they are even yet to acknowledge that you can still not be relying on Maguire. Maguire was done 5 years ago. You remember the famous size 50, the MP, these guys. He was done
like 5-6 seasons ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's been done 5-6 seasons ago. But if you think that in the absence of Matisse Delete and Lisandro Martinez, Maguire is the one to replace them and dominate.
What a goal.
You are joking.
Coach, just hold on for me. What a goal. I just knew that was entering. Ipswich 2, Sunderland 0.
No,
1-1. What's the guy's name?
Angulo.
What a free kick.
That was well taken.
Oh, I thought the other guy should have taken
The
it.
keeper
The,
saw
goalkeeper,
it.
the goalkeeper is 6'9".
Yeah, and he actually saw it coming, but his execution.
6'9", and to beat him the way he did.
Look at that again. Just picks his spot and plants the ball there. Oh, God.
Oh no, the
He's a
keeper should
very
be
lazy
doing.
goalkeeper.
Should be doing better.
He just talking.
He should be doing better. The ball didn't nestle in the corner of the top corner of the net.
But,
I think
but
you
to be
should
fair
be-
to the keeper, the ball hits under the bar.
No, but he should save it before it hit under the bar.
I think it has to do with his movement.
Yeah, but he's tall, so he's slow.
Yeah, so he's
he
slow.
couldn't sort out
has
his
to do with
feet
the
properly.
I mean, you are 6'9". Look at that wingspan, and you couldn't prevent this ball. At least tip it off onto the post, onto the crossbar. Let
his
it come
position
off
was
the
he was
crossbar.
too closer to the line. He needed to step up. Okay.
Well,
But
yeah,
that was I think
Yeah.
the dip on the ball was crazy.
Wanya did.
The way he hit,
Okay.
So 1-1, Ipswich 1, Sunderland 1. Coach.
Yeah. So like I'm saying, look, Shaw, everybody, every United, even look, the youngest of my United supporter clearly looks at Luke Shaw and say, this guy, he's done. If there was any reason why I didn't want the job to be given to Michael Carrick, these are some of the reasons why. Amorim was not sacked because he was not performing. No. I maintain that maybe he didn't start well. But at the time he got the sack, Amorim was 6th on the league.
Mm-hmm.
He needed the money to go and buy. He said, bring me Semenyo. Semenyo said, okay, then let's go and buy the midfield. Because in the summer, United had tried to buy Carlos Baleba.
Yeah.
So in January, if you say you've not got money, but you've gotten the money to go and spend on Semenyo, and Semenyo chooses Man City, give me the money, let me go and spend on the player who I think would solve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They said no. Use the team the way it is. So he went, Carrick came, and for one reason or the other, Casemiro was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
That was what, in my view, rescued the situation. But you've gotten the whole summer. Maguire, FWG. LFWG. Look at Luke Shaw. When he stands and you look at him jogging, what do you see?
I see a player jogging.
And you see him running, what do you see?
But he's running. What do you mean?
Can you differentiate between Luke Shaw running and jogging?
So what? You're saying he has no pace.
No, but trying to Sabi. Charles died the man.
Coach.
Oh, he steps.
No, I'm telling you. If look at the way he's shaking from the back. Did you watch?
Oh, good.
No, but we're in the newsroom. You saw that, right? Charles, didn't you see?
Yeah, I mean he's lost so much space.
Look, he's locked.
Before you came in, Charles highlighted that problem.
He couldn't run. Look, when the one of the boys took the goalkeeper to save the situation. It is just game one.
Okay.
It's annoying. Like you rightly said, they will now go and do what?
I wouldn't say panic buying, but they will be scrambling
to go and buy. You see, the player you know, the coach have told you, give me this ball to replace this man. You should have paid this money long ago.
Now they are going to go ahead and pay the money anyway.
That is stupidity. You are sleeping on the job. You are completely sleeping on the job. Look, as a United supporter, I said it's unacceptable, but to some extent, I'm happy it happens. I'm very happy.
Yeah. I clear.
Because if this is Hull City,
now exposes the deficiencies, right?
You see, not in the team, but how incompetent
the top hierarchy
are being. So now the supporters now will now begin to shake themselves. Once they start shaking, like they've started already, you need to go and act. But once again, it's an act of you not being in line with what is needed. And that is why you are put where you are put. You remember we're watching a game, the cameraman, for one reason or the other, put the camera on Barada and Wilcox. It stayed there for close to 1 minute. I've never seen that before. You remember I said, but what is wrong with the cameraman? Move, the ball is going on. Why are you keeping the camera? And say, look at these guys. I'm exposing them for you. Look at them.
Yeah, actually.
Hull City 2-0 against United. This should have been a 3 points in the bag. You beat Hull, you beat Ipswich, you beat Everton, you welcome Man City.
Yeah. Then you're well prepared.
You're well prepared.
Anybody's game. So,
anybody's game.
Yeah, derby.
If you can get 1 point, that is 10 out of the possible 12. Look, Baleba will come. He will come and solve the problem. Matisse delete and Martinez are maintained when they are fit at the two first choice defenders.
Okay.
Martinez is fit, but he's not trained enough to throw him into a game like this. Even a player like Matthias Cunha, should Sesko be playing in this game? No. Because the team became so desperate. He's not had proper preseason. He just recovered. Why are you pushing him? It's because you have refused. Where is Zexi? He had the whole preseason.
Yeah, I thought he did a decent.
And when the team was in need, Carrick didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I thought he had a decent
take the
outing,
money and let him go and use the money to go and buy somebody you will need. You'll be playing the Champions League. Clearly, you cannot get booted out of the cup competitions like you did last season. The very first round, you got booted out of it, right?
Yeah.
The very first round, you got booted out of it. right? I'm sorry. You got booted out of it. The first round, you got booted out of it. So what I'm saying is that it is game number 1. I'm not happy they lost, but I'm happy they lost.
Yeah.
Because you are sitting on time bomb. It's earlier the earlier the bomb explodes, the better. Because it's a marathon of a season. I would prefer the bomb to explode now, where there's an opportunity for you to fix, so that you go and fix, than for the bomb to explode when you don't have the opportunity to fix it, and then you are all over the place in 6s and 7. Again, tactically, Carrick would now have to demand a bit more. You see, when players are comfortable under a manager, it's difficult to get them to work for you. Look at Luis Enrique. Look at Pep Guardiola. When the players are comfortable, he begins to ship them out.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Enrique will tell you that if you don't go and trigger, you are out.
Yeah. If you don't run, you sit on the bench.
You think Michael Carrick can begin to demand that from these Man United players?
He has to.
If it doesn't, he will be sacked before January. I'm not calling upon, no, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm looking at the long term.
Yeah.
Look, today I watched the game, right? And to be honest with you, there were 2 players who impressed me.
Who and who?
The Santos boy
Okay.
and Mazwari, in my view.
Okay.
You could see a bit more urgency with whatever they were doing. And for the way Santos is playing that DM rule, I think that is the way it is played. He picks it up, pop. He picks it up, pop. He picks it up, pop. Yuru Tilema will definitely come good. Again, he's one player who have had only 2 weeks, 3 days of preseason.
Yeah.
Matthias
I think the
Cunha.
signing was done like last 2 weeks.
Matthias Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, they've all not had proper. So they will hit their form 2-3 weeks from now. But it doesn't mean you should begin to lose against Hull City. Clearly, next week's game against Ipswich is a must-win game. And a game against Everton, you cannot go into that game against Man City having only 3 from a possible 9. It's unacceptable. But from the way Maguire is playing, you saw the second goal, right? We analyzed it in the dressing room.
Yeah.
You are the best header of the ball in the team. Even that, I've always doubted, because I've never seen him attack. I've never seen him throw himself to dominate area duels. He only dominated when the ball is within his zone. But I saw the likes of Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand as best headers of the ball. They were not waiting for the ball to get to them. On a set piece, they will tell the likes of Evra, you mark this one, mark this one, mark this. They themselves are always free, so that per the trajectory of the ball, they can attack it.
Yeah.
And we've seen Vidic heading the hell out of the attacker and the ball, or at the goal, crashing them in the air. Go and watch Maguire. When the ball was floated, instead of, where did the ball pass right over his head? Do you know why? Because he was holding somebody, and therefore he couldn't give himself. You see, for you to be able to leap up, you need to free your hands, right?
Yeah.
If I free my hand, I can throw myself as high as I can. But you are holding the player and you are jumping at the same time. This is common sense. You don't do that.
He was actually holding on to Mazraoui for the second goal.
Yes.
He was holding Mazraoui.
Can you imagine
while the
that?
ball was there.
Why are you doing that? You are the best head. So what you should be doing that? Hey, you mark this, you mark this, you mark this. I am free.
Yeah.
Set your zone. That if the ball was, I'm going to deal with it. That is how John Terry used to. Did you ever see John Terry when Chelsea is defending set piece? Did you ever see him holding somebody?
No.
Cavallo and Co. Did you ever see them holding somebody? No proper defender defends area duel like that. Because look, everybody looks up to you
Yeah.
to deal with it. The Dutch boy, delete. You know he's also very powerful in the air. Do you ever see him holding on somebody when the ball is being floated into the box? Because for him, he will throw himself at the ball so that when you come across, he deals with you and the ball at a goal. That's how defenders are taught to defend.
Yeah.
You are still depending on Maguire. Look at the first goal. Look at the wonderful save the goalkeeper made. Man United, Aiden Heavens, he's a kid. He will come good. Completely switched off. All right? So Lisandro Martinez will be looking at this and say, look, quickly, I need to get on the pitch. The butcher will not allow that to happen. You are a defender. You are not putting fear in your attacker, in the opponent attacker.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. Hey, go back and watch the clip of Don Terry and Nemanja Vidic. Their very first tackle in every game is to tell the striker that you fool and stop your career. Quick. It is that he's going to kick the striker out, but he will make sure that even his shadow.
Yeah. At least when a striker is coming again, he's
Look,
thinking.
even when he sees your shadow, he should begin to think about you. That's how you defend. And how do you do that? You announce yourself to the attackers. First opportunity to get him to recognize your presence is to make sure you head the ball. Heading the ball, you get him to feel a bit of the sensation in his spinal cord, in his spines, so that you understand that you are there. But rather, you are doing jolly. You are holding the money, jollylizing with him.
Oh, coach.
No, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I did.
So what is wrong with Maguire? Look,
I mean, he likes holding
too much.
He's I think some years ago I think against Spurs, there was a game we lost by I think 6 goals. He was holding on to Luke Shaw. I
remember that game. Instead of attacking the ball, he held Luke Shaw and threw him on the ground. What sort of defender is this?
That was Mourinho's time at Spurs.
What sort of defender is this?
Oh, Harry Maguire.
Look, you watch the game today, and they got undone by 2 set pieces. As a coach, you enjoy it when your team scores from a set piece, but you hate it. You hate it when your team concedes from a set piece, right? So Makeka will look at that and you say, 2 set piece, 2-0. 2 set pieces, 2-0. Manchester United against Hull City. But look, one of my friends said, he sent me a picture of myself that is on another platform, and I was just asking myself, you see, tell those people they are making me
your picture. Someone else also sent your picture.
They are making me more and more popular, and I'm grateful to them. For me, I understand football to the extent that when you do this, it doesn't move me. I know today I'll win, today, tomorrow I'll draw, the next day I'll lose. So I'm always acceptance to whatever cometh my way. Cometh my way. I'm always acceptant to that. But what they should know is that
it's a long season.
The day your team loses,
they should also take it.
Just take your picture in a very good mood and put it on the platform so that we all enjoy you. But it was a very not the best way to start the season. If I'm a manager, I'll look at my first 3 fixtures as a Man United manager. I think that should be a possible 9 out of 9. Because against Man City, everything is possible, right? Because this is Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah. He scored Everton's first goal too.
That's right. So
against Palace.
Let's ensure that you are able to do the very good things to enable you. Hey, red card.
This guy.
What sort of tackling was that?
Who is that? Taiwo?
Ola
Aina.
What kind of tackle is this?
No. I'm sure.
He just didn't.
No,
he didn't make
That's
contact.
a Caesar. That's a Caesar.
But he didn't make contact.
Well, he didn't come into contact.
No,
Yeah,
you see, but it's the intention.
Yeah.
That's where he got the yellow for.
That was actually a
It's the
left.
intention. Yeah.
Charlie. Well, let me take some messages then I'll run you through. Okay, before that, let me just run you through the scores, right? It's halftime at the match venues. Everton 1, Crystal Palace 0. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall giving Everton the lead at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. At the City Ground, there's Nottingham Forest 0, Leeds United also 0 in that game. 0539986996 0539986996. This one says, okay, let me take this. It says, good afternoon and welcome back, guys. We didn't go on a break. We're fully active. I'm Elisha, inside a shaman. It says, if this is how United will be playing, then they would have to visit where Araujo went to get his mental healing in Israel. Because this can't be real. Destroying all my bet slips against a newly promoted team. He says, it takes me back to Brentford trashing.
They have to win some, right? you always want to win. It is give and take. Yeah. You know, it's all the betting day.
It takes you
back
win
today, lose today.
It says it takes you back to Brentford trashing Arsenal 3-0 in their first EPL match some years ago. Okay, Nathan from Kaswa.
Yeah, I think that was under the Dutch manager.
Says
Erik ten Hag.
The EPL season is back, as well as the Republic of Football. As United fan, I was never enthused with this Carrick signing. Yeah, Carrick helped the team gain UCL football, but he's not the ideal coach. You can bet.
We said it. Yeah. You know my stance on it.
This is the same problem that they are going to have throughout the season. As soon as
this there's a loss,
this very line will really turn out to match the 38.
Yeah,
unless he's been sacked.
And yeah, I mean, that's where Chelsea hope that someone like Jabi brings in a difference. Because once you have someone like Jabi alone, so everything can be explained with it takes time.
Now look at what he's saying. More quotes of him is being said. Another quote is this. Michael Carey said, I might be talking calmly to you, but I am not calm inside and enjoying.
Wow.
And yes.
I'm not.
Is he on fire?
Yeah, I'm not.
No, you see, you remember I said, he's built a good relationship with the boys, but I just hope it doesn't become overly friendly. For somebody who played under Ferguson, they describe Fergie as a fatherly figure.
Yeah,
that if you don't perform on the pitch, that fatherly figure will always remind you that before, or to attract me, or to get me to take you as a son, you do the job, and I'll do my part. And people will be, because one thing that I like about him is his calmness when things are not going well. Even when things are going well, he still maintains his composure. That is good.
Yeah.
But for me, what I needed to see, the sort of response I thought I would see, because remember when we were watching the game, I still believe that even at 2-0, Man United to come back. I said that because the sort of response I thought I would see from the team in that entire 45 minutes.
They had the whole 45 minutes to get back in the game.
I didn't see it.
And they created just one chance.
Up that Cunha 10 to boom where the keeper. And for me, I'll be looking at the manager. What did you tell them? Did you remind them that this is Hall? Did you remind them that although it's a game at the time, that it is 9 out of possible 9 per the fixtures before you play Man City? There are short, medium, and long-term goals. Okay?
Yeah.
You tell them that. Did you tell them that this is not acceptable? We will not lose this game. That, for me watching, I should see in their body language. I should see in their desire. I should see in their fighting spirit. I should see in their hunger. I didn't see any of that. We all watched the game. They look as if they were the one in charge. Very lethargic, very slow. Players not moving off the ball.
Okay.
Completely non-existent.
Yeah.
People will ask you, that is why these questions are asked for him to tell, look, I may be calm in front of you, but you don't know what.
Yeah.
The moment you start explaining yourself along that, you pray it get fixed. But if it doesn't get fixed, the narrative will simply be that
you've lost the dressing room. Okay. It says, just look at how De Zerbi is demanding signings here and there, while Carrick is flirting with the flex.
Look, sure.
Just because Glazers Ineos that in Carrick they can have their way, but for the AC Milan match and for the uproar from the United fans, there won't be Baleba to even talk of a new leg back. Okay. It says United didn't play very well. Their next game will win my. Okay, I don't understand your message. It says, good afternoon, Gabi Milito and the team. Thanks for your analysis on the game so far. I'm sure with this performance from United, coach will definitely be changing his top 6 teams again. Okay. It says, good afternoon, everyone. This is Brina from Nungwa. It says, what happened to United is this. Dogu should play left back. Tielemans and Santos should not play together. The front line should be Zexi, Mbeumo, Rashford, with Bruno. Let me finish. With Bruno behind them, and then the game could have been different. But I hope the owners buy Luis Hall for the left back and another centre back. Okay, yeah, you want to explain?
No, just a quick one. Is it Tielemans and Santos should not play together? But who and who should play there? Who? But okay, maybe Baleba comes in.
So
and
you have
who would you pair with?
No, against a team like Hull, you don't need more than 2 natural ball winners. You need more of players who would take the tempo. So Tielemans,
but you asked an interesting question. So if Baleba comes in, what will be the composition of the? What changes in that midfield?
And that's why I made a point that yesterday that honestly, I don't even see a proper DM because right now Man United have a plethora of 6'8", 8'10".
Also,
you need a specialist in a very sensitive key area or department of the game.
I think
because Andre Santos, you tell you I'm a DM, but I love him when I play as a box-to-box midfielder. Carlos Baleba, clearly he's a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, he's not
plays as a DM.
Midfielder.
Per what me I have seen, per what me I have seen, per what Alex Song, a player who has played as a DM at the top level, has seen and has stated that this guy is a Yaya Toure. He is not a DM.
I have listened to Rocky, I have listened to Poscos, I've listened to other players who said he's a proper DM.
Granted. You have Andre Santos, you have Carlos Baleba. You know Tielemans too can play as a 6, as a proper register. Kobe Menu can also play as a 6 in the proper register format. So all of these guys 6'8", 6'8". Where is the proper DM?
I don't.
You don't have it.
Can I answer?
And you can also have a situation. I see a lot of people making the argument that you see PSG, they don't have a proper DM. They have 8'6", 8'6". All of those guys. True, but do you have Bruno Fernandes at PSG? You see, that's where you need to check it.
Okay.
You have a Bruno Fernandes at Man United. He's an integral player. They are not going to drop him. Once he is there, that whole hybrid midfield style, it does not work.
You see, let me.
It won't work.
Let me.
Now look at it.
Yeah, I have to take
the reason why you should bring in the Baleba. 1, Andre Santos alone cannot play in all the games. Andre Santos fundamentally,
it's a long season, lots of football to play.
A competition, or we need somebody to compete with him. There will be games, whether I like it or not, the two of them will be asked to play.
Against Hull City.
Again, no. Why would you pull Baleba and Andre Santos against Hull City? No, you won't do that. Okay, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't put that against Hull City. If you have a game against, let's say, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, where you know that the first 60 to 65 minutes of that game is very crucial in ending the game. You need legs in that midfield. Baleba gives you that. He gives you total physical presence and dominance when in possession of the ball. How many times have you seen him being dispossessed or brushed off? I'm not saying he's not. But in terms of that player who can protect the ball in tight situation and drive through the hole from deep, that is Carlos for you. Okay? Then, when you want that player who will win the tackles, that is Carlos. You see, if you look at Tielemans, he can play as a 6, but he will not win tackles. And I've never looked, the likes of Busquets and Co, they were controlling it, but they were winning tackles. Okay? The only player whom I thought, or who I know for sure, when he got brought back into that role, who was not fancying the tackles, what? Andre Pirlo. But even that, he had the likes of Gattuso and the likes of no, not even Sidot. Ambrosini, in and around him.
So hard workers around them.
That's it.
Okay.
To more or less take away the deficiency in his game as a DM.
Okay.
Agreed? Now, in Yuri Tillman, if you ask him to play as a number 6, even if he's to play, you need somebody who can work tirelessly and make sure that he's not overly exerting himself in winning the balls. But which number 6 in world football? Even Vitinha and co. Don't they win balls? They go in for the tackles and win and get the ball in control. So as for Baleba, it's a necessity that United get a player like that. You understand?
But United have Balebas in their team.
No.
They have
in terms of being able to
that grab the ball from the midfield as well as Baleba.
There's no one against him.
You tell him, can't he drive with the ball?
Drive with the ball.
He's a passer. He's a passer of the ball. He can't drive off the ball.
So you feel like Brainhead doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change anything.
It changes a lot.
Fair.
It doesn't
Let me-
change
let me-
anything.
let me-
Yuri Tillman, when he was at Aston Villa, who did he play?
He had Kamara.
Exactly.
And those guys were the guys winning the balls for him. Isn't it?
You get it? But you see, that's the thing. He was the guy who was expected to be the creator. No, but Man United already have a creator in Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. There will be
you don't
games
need
where
another player who will come in and be doing all these creation. Because at the end of the day, you have a forward line. You have
Baleba doesn't create.
Matthews Cunha will create.
Baleba does not
will create. Brian Mbumo will create.
No, Baleba doesn't create.
But I'm saying that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
This
saying
one,
that-
they are
no,
completely
I'm saying that
disagreeing with you.
the guy, his profile of players, Man United have those guys.
don't have anybody like Baleba.
Oh no,
In our
you don't
team,
get my
there's no
point.
player like
See,
Baleba.
Wait. Let him
You
finish.
don't get my
Also-
point.
All right.
As in the 6 and the 8, those guys, they have it, but they do not have a proper true DM. Even the
So yeah, with Tillman.
So when you say
And
proper
Kobe
true
Manu,
DM,
DM.
what qualities are you looking at?
I'm looking at a guy like maybe someone who has a proper physical presence.
Baleba doesn't give you that.
He gives me that.
physical
He gives me that, but not as at the DM position.
Who is just
Because
sitting? A DM who is
who's
just
just sitting.
So
Because
wait.
at the end of the day, I believe per what I have seen from Baleba, we saw that at the last AFCON with Cameroon. He is not tactically disciplined to sit in that DM position.
Let me ask
Against
you-
Cameroon, he wasn't the one playing.
Question, I'm
There was
coming.
somebody
Let me-
playing there. He was playing as a 8.
He's not
When you look at, you watched N'Golo Kante play.
yes.
When you look at him, right? What would be your description of what he does in that midfield?
He does everything right as a box-to-box midfielder, not as a DM.
He also
Does he
did everything
give you
right
physical
as a ball
presence?
winner, as a DM.
Does he give you physical presence?
Does he give you-
Everything.
Yes,
Does he give you?
and that's what I'm saying. That
But the difference,
quality,
Yeah.
talent, stamina, dribbling ability, power, speed, tackling. He has all of those tools. But most importantly, you are playing in a team that has Bruno Fernandes in there. You are playing in a team that has Kobe Manu in there.
So yeah.
So
Can he be coached?
in that
That wins the
position?
ball and hand it
In
over to
that
them.
position, yeah, he can be coached. So then, in that position, you need to be tactically disciplined to play as the DM.
No.
And I don't see
and he
him
can't do that. Okay.
being able to.
he will
Per
do
what
it.
I've seen,
He would do it with
per what I have
ease.
seen, he hasn't shown those tendencies
He will
that
do it.
he can play that tactically disciplined
He
DM.
can play.
Fair.
And
Like, yeah.
you think that is a coincidence that they call him the Yaya Toure, the next Yaya Toure?
He's very different.
Because
from
why do you
when he
think
moves.
why do you think Yaya Toure he got moved out of Barcelona? Because he wanted to play upfield, but you're playing with Iniesta and Xavi. Why the hell do I need my DM to be moving upfield?
Yeah, the
for what?
comparison is very different.
Okay.
For what?
Fair enough.
The
You have to-
Arturo Barcelona situation.
You get my point.
It's very different.
I get you.
Busquets was upcoming. He had to play.
That was
That was the main reason.
And why did Busquets have to play? Because Busquets is tactically disciplined. It's that simple.
but-
When Man
yeah,
City, when
yeah,
Yaya
yeah.
Toure moved to Man City, where did
Yeah,
he play?
yeah.
Wasn't he playing as a box to
No,
box
they had
midfielder?
Fernandinho, so he could afford. But when did they have Fernandinho?
And-
This is a
Yeah,
player
but
who's
answer my
even play
question.
as a centre back.
You are-
Yaya Toure can even play as a
guys,
centre
calm down,
back. What
calm
is
down,
he?
calm down.
You see, you're answering my question.
No, but I'm giving you options to what you're saying.
You answered
Yaya
my question.
Toure in the Champions League final played as a centre back. That one to it. You are described as a box to box. What is he doing as a centre back?
Why did he move? Because he was
What I
frustrated
said-
that he didn't get enough games where he will be able to move outfield.
No.
Playing in the Champions League final as a centre back, that one is a one-off.
Okay. Let me take. You guys need to calm down. Let me take some messages.
Somebody is a box to box.
Yeah.
Yaya Toure, he could do box to box. He could play as a DM.
Yeah.
He could play as a centre
There were
back.
other parts of his game.
So
too.
there were other parts of his game.
Let me.
And
I
that's
have
where,
to move on, I have to
and
move
that's where Carlos Baleba also falls in.
So he can also play as a DM.
He is talented enough to play all of those positions.
So then, why rule him out?
Man United do not need that.
Fair.
That is what Man United.
It's getting heated here. Well, what? Hey, what's he doing?
He can't even sort his feet out. Like,
They've missed the chance. It's still 1-1 though. 52 minutes. Ipswich won. Sunderland
I've seen several
also
strikers
won.
receive that
Yeah,
ball
and 10 is
on
striking.
their left, 10 on the swivel, and finish it with their right.
Yeah.
Instead of taking an extra touch
With the right again.
with the right again to position himself. You see, the
like
body.
his hold up is so good. His running is good. But just the finishing, like, I don't know what's it with him.
Oh,
When he
Charlie,
gets
and
into
Siso
the ball.
does this with cheeky ease.
Okay, and even after
Wow.
taking that
Look
extra
at that.
touch, that should be go. Go. Even after taking that extra touch, he could have bent the ball to the corner of the net, of the goal, rather than shooting straight.
Yeah.
Because that side of the goal was covered.
Okay. It says, good afternoon, City Sports. It's so nice to hear from you again as the season begins once more, especially Coach Nimley. It says, please tell Coach they should beg Casemiro to return or else they will suffer
We are not joking here.
in
We are
draws
serious.
conversation. Yes, we know it's early days yet, but I
not
love
joking.
He's struggling in the MLS.
No, he's actually making a fun of what the people are going through. We're laughing emojis. Top shutter from Domi Kwabenya.
We are joking.
I mean, no one is pointing out to Gati's injury. How that man.
Hey.
the
He's not been part of the conversation. I don't know why.
and I think Mount could be back soon, and I think he is a good option for the 8th position in terms of having someone who doesn't necessarily have to be a hybrid. Mount can play there with Fernandez,
Yeah.
and then you can have someone who's just focusing on ball winning and getting the ball forward.
Okay. He says, Joseph Butcher says, I like the way you are tormenting Coach with a laughing emoji.
No, nobody's tormenting you. Nobody's tormenting. We are not joking here. Nobody's
They're having a
tormenting
very healthy conversation.
He has a dissenting view
Yeah,
to the Baleba side.
exactly, yeah.
And my view is also very dissenting. I mean, he's making some very good point. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm also making some very good, but I believe that the Man United I see needs a player like Baleba in their setup.
Okay. It says,
Tchouaméni,
Coach, it says, Coach, an explanation 4 and 5. They form a better partnership than Luke Shaw and Maguire. But these things Coach is describing about John Terry Dems, Maguire did. Maguire did them during the warm up. Charlie, you should stop misbehaving. It says United didn't play very well. I want to take all the messages that I'll come back to you guys. It says United didn't play very well, but they'll win their next game. His name is Ramirez. Okay, yeah. This one says it's true that United don't have a proper DM. That is the real issue. Santos can pair with Baleba and maybe Tilleman comes on as a sub, but actually Dogu can play the left back position. So Shaws goes to the bench. Okay. It says, good afternoon, Gabi. It's your boy Jinyame. Yeah, he says it's your boy Jinyame because this United issues, unless God come to their aid. Okay. He says, hello, Gabi. Great discussions on the first few games of the new EPL season. The earlier we get Baleba and Manu Kone, our season will be up in smoke once the UCL starts. Okay.
Probably our last midfield signing for.
No, Man United is not buying another
Any
midfielder
midfielder,
because they said 3, they've gotten their 3, and that's it.
Emmanuel listening from Teshi says, I think at this point United should focus on building up their team from scratch like Arteta did. Anyway, kudos to Arsenal
They're
fans
still
for
relying on Maguire and Co.
an impressive game they played yesterday. However, you see that guy Zolis. Oh my goodness. What a gem Arsenal have found. Well, if you continue this way, I think Arsenal can compete for all trophies this season. Kudos
Because
to you
of
guys.
Zolis.
He's quite good.
It says kudos to you guys as well for your good analysis. Come on, the Gunners. Okay. It says I'm forcing inside Banana in. Why are you all underrating Liverpool this season? I'll shock with your top 6 predictions on Panorama. Will shock this world this season.
Liverpool.
But that's true.
You see, let me tell them the problems of Liverpool. Isaac will not go the entire season without getting injured.
Why are you predicting doom for
No,
the
that's
young
his
man?
record. The record is there. It's like Mason Mount. 2.
Well, I agree that Newcastle had same.
2. 2. Florian Wirtz is going to struggle again.
Oh, how?
I've seen him of late. He's struggling.
He struggled.
Even in preseason, he's struggling. Did you see Florian Wirtz in preseason? He's struggling.
Scored against.
And then 3. Let me tell you,
I feel
3.
like you're just predicting.
No. Look, the players that have left Liverpool.
Yeah. They've
In
lost
2 seasons.
You've lost Curtis Jones to Inter, right?
In 2 seasons.
I don't think he's
I
part of the
tell you,
players he
yeah.
mentioned.
in 2 seasons, the players that have left Liverpool, Luis Diaz, that Uruguayan striker,
Salah.
Mohamed Salah,
Yeah.
or the saying Kunate, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Look,
Andrew Robertson.
and they are better than the current Liverpool setup. Go and sit down and analyze it. Go and sit down and analyze it. As we speak, who is Liverpool solid right back? Omunibi. As we speak, who is their solid left back?
Liverpool is
Yes.
Conor Bradley. But
Bradley is injury prone. So he's going to play they are going to ask their best midfielder to go and deputize there again this season.
The reason it happened was Frimpong is back.
Oh, forget about
Frimpong
football.
played right back.
Yeah, because
Look, if there's any player in that Liverpool acquisition who are who have disappointed, it's Frimpong.
But even with Frimpong, he doesn't function proper as a right back.
That's he's a wing back.
He's a right back.
Then again, the biggest time bomb that they are not acknowledging is that Van Dijk presence in the team. He's gone past his best, just like Harry Maguire. Unless you don't want to be honest. And then they brought in another error-prone defender in Araujo.
Charles, he's error prone.
You see.
they brought Jackie too.
Oh no. They are hoping.
I know, has Jackie played any of the preseason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah.
But Oyakola, he's a very young boy whom you cannot pin your hopes on.
Anyway.
But I think
Okay.
Araujo's rough nature suits the Premier League more.
No, he's too bad.
Yeah, for that year, he has that.
He's error prone. Around anybody who sees him, his physique will get you attracted to him. But the moment you start the game, you say, Nkoye. I mean, so you see, Liverpool strongest department is the midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you see, the Gravenberch experiment as a DM worked in the first season. Agree?
Yeah.
And
We
he got
saw
found
it.
out.
We saw it last season. Is it going to replicate the first season? I doubt.
Teams are studying tape.
Look, what are their potent goal scorers?
Yeah, watching.
Gakpo.
Gakpo is going to AU.
He's gone. Has he moved?
No,
he
he's
hasn't moved to Spain.
he's
No,
still.
no,
I mean,
no,
he's
he's-
Spurs.
he's-
I think he would.
Ekitike, we don't know when he's returning.
Fabinho, I don't think he'll go.
Agree?
If they get Mamouche and Fabinho, I don't think Gakpo will go as well.
Ekitike, we don't know when he's returning. As we sit today, they should pray Isaac doesn't get injured. They are done.
I think eventually they'll sign Bakola.
No, Bakola self.
I mean, he's
no, that's
he
fine.
cannot-
Bakola
he-
is two
you see,
seasons away from.
They need to get somebody who will replace Mohamed Salah during his best seasons. That is what they cannot replace. Look, if you look at what Salah did for Liverpool, the only time Salah failed to replicate his true self, they were not competitive, true or false.
True.
Which was last season. Of all the years he stayed with them, the only year he did not show his true character, they were not competitive at all. And the question I'm asking now, of all the guys they are bringing, which of them
He's going to produce.
is going
Salah's
to give them
numbers.
even between 15 to 18 goals in a season? A Bianio.
Okay.
So you wait and see.
Aside Isaac.
Aside Isaac, but his injury record will not get you to pin your hopes on him like that. Agreed?
Yeah.
You see what will happen tomorrow when they go to St. James's Park. Isaac like this, Dan Ben and those, what's the Newcastle defender, the other guy, the Dutch boy.
Malik Tell.
No,
Malik is German.
the other boy.
I see the player.
It's Ben Botman.
But yeah,
Botman and Co.
the two big guys are the
Joelinton, when they kick him, that on debut. You see,
well, at
as for Liverpool, you see the coach is saying, he's talking, like he's saying he needs more additions. More additions should be brought into the team. And yes, sir, they cannot compete. Don't forget, they are also in all the competitions. Agree? 4 competitions. So you need to give them. They don't have depth. Oh, nobody's looking down upon them. But the reality is what I'm telling them. They should go and sit down.
Yeah.
Just go and sit down and analyze your team. And you see that there's problem there.
All right. At the Hill Dickinson Stadium, it's Everton to Crystal Palace. Barry with the second goal for
As for Crystal Palace, they will
the
suffer.
Toffees. Forest
without
Elite.
their manager.
That's later
United
to
will
come.
make top 4.
Ipswich, Sunderland,
But United will make top 4.
1-1. Okay.
Man United, if they sort out the Luke Shaw issue. No, but you see, Man United, why you don't? What most people don't? Look, go and sit down. You are a Liverpool person. Look at the United team, player for player, and just oppose that against Liverpool. United is better placed than Liverpool.
Okay, let's
Even than Chelsea. Because Chelsea, they have a unique 12 or 13 players. You see, Jude sat here yesterday. He was being diabolical. But in the newsroom, he admitted to it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not that type. Whatever I admit here, I'm going to admit somewhere. I'll not come and pretend here and go and say something. No, I don't do that.
Let's go for a quick.
He himself saw it.
When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Some more games to come a bit later at 3 in the Italian Serie A and also the Spanish La Liga. The Republic of Football is live on 97.3, also live on Channel 1 TV. And also, we are live on YouTube, Citi Sports JH on X. You can also find us there. I'm Gabi Affair. There is Charles Owusukumi here with me, Manuel Angelo Kwachia, Jeminta, and Coach Christopher Nimley. We'll be back after this.
97.3. Hey, Charlie, these days there are Azan everywhere, and GCB Bank is on the alert to protect your money. So be vigilant. I should share my OTP with you. How can you tell me this story? Masa, one-time PIN may be group work, so don't share. Azan, they say share your PIN for them to help you. Azan, on no link in BR, no one click so Azan, free ATM help, say. My friend, look sharp. GCB Bank will never ask for a PIN, OTP, or Ghana card details. Don't fall victim. Think before you click or send anything. Azan Birthday Street. So DG, call 0800-422-42223 or WhatsApp 0202-422-422 when in doubt. This fraud alert campaign, Azan, is brought to you by GCB Bank, your bank for life.
Looking for everything made in Ghana, all in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality. Connect with industry leaders and innovators. Experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the Equa Sutherland's Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore, come connect, come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining Made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from Citi FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, MTN, and the Ghana Investment Promotion Center.
The Blanksense is on your screens now, and trust us, you don't want to miss a single moment. Tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for all the family drama, unexpected twist, laughter, and everything in between. Missed an episode? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Catch the repeats Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays at 3 p.m., Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Stay logged on Channel 1 TV and never miss a moment of the Blanksense. The Blanksense is a Channel 1 TV production and is proudly sponsored by Out Insecticide, Nasco Electronics, Lizzie Shito, Everback, and Lily Rice.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation, and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors, including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest
Public of football, Gabby Affair here. Send us your thoughts 0539986996 0539986996. At the tail end of the show, we will activate the phone lines. And you can also call us and share your thoughts with us. The season has started. Everybody starting on a clean slate. Everybody started with 0 points. Teams dropping points already. Let's see who will finish. You can also share your thoughts with me. Which manager you think will have the biggest impact? For the first time in the EPL, 9 new managers. Never happened before. The last time we had a number like that was about 5. But we have some more games in the other leagues. When you go to the French Ligue 1, there is Lens taking on AG Auxerre. It's Lens 1, Auxerre 0. Le Mans will play Brest at 6:45 p.m. Brest. Yes, please.
I mean, that's going to be a fantastic game. I like watching Brest. In fact, anytime I watch them play,
Yeah.
they've been fearless.
Oh,
and
I
they've
see.
actually showcased their true dominance in whatever they do.
So it's start Brest. What? By English, you would say
No,
Brest.
it's Brest. We say it's Brest. We call them Brest, and they accept.
But
the
you've
fact
never
that-
done analysis on Brest before. Why today?
But when was the last time we spoke about the French League 1 here? So you haven't brought it on board today. You have mentioned it. That's why you have brought the issue of Brest against which team? Which team are they playing at?
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Yeah, so Le Mans
You see.
playing against Brest. Yeah.
And look,
That's a
actually,
nice
you see,
ring
when
to
you,
it,
in
yeah.
fact, Brest, they are very fearless, and they are very, very.
Can we move
You
on?
remember there was a time I think 2 seasons ago.
yeah.
Yeah. So let me talk about them. They are a good team. What is your problem? This man.
Oh my
Why, you've never watched them play?
No, but you and I have been in.
Have you envisaged them standing and observing things?
Oh, I think they'll perform.
Yes, so let me talk about breast. Yeah, what is funny? Yeah, I mean, you appreciate breast, right?
Oh, my
Oh yeah, I like the way they play.
Yeah. So look, they can go left, right, center, up, down, and their movement is very telepathic and extremely dominant.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I move on now?
You can move on.
Okay. Oh, you see this?
Manuel, why you won't comment about breast?
I see them a lot, so I'm okay.
Yeah, wait, is it?
You heard about
is this same thing that they had a player called Brazier?
Yes.
Mad Brazier, yeah.
They appreciate if you look. In fact, when you follow them, they calm your nerves. They make sure you enjoy the game and
Lord
everything
Jesus.
is intact. Yes.
Now people on YouTube are just cracking up.
They are cracking at that board.
Coach, you have to move on.
No,
What is it?
find out from them. Don't they watch breast?
Oh yeah, you can get to me. Those who follow the French Ligue 1, let me know your thoughts on Brest, right? Stade Brestois, or Brest.
Start with breast.
All you see is we take on Lyon at the same time. There's Toulouse and Lyon. As for the games today, some way. Troyes are up against Paris
Toulouse,
FC.
we should look
Do you
out
have a Ghanaian
for
player there?
Yeah, Francis Abu.
Oh.
Remember he had that terrible injury. So
Yeah.
it's possible, very possible that he could end up playing this game.
Okay.
Because even I think a month after he broke his leg, he was already
Ready to go. He's had good
training.
preseason.
Yeah, so we should look out for that one.
be
And
keeping
the
it up.
Siamo too, because Lyon.
Same Lyon, yeah.
That's incredible. Did he break his leg in a different way, or the medicine is just better now? I remember when Shawcross broke Ramsey's leg, and it takes
the
sometimes
medicine
it
is
took
better
It takes
now.
time. I think it depends on the
The
injury.
type of fracture.
Yeah.
You see, for him, he was lucky that where it took place,
Japan.
Japan, immediately they dealt with it
rushed
there.
him, yeah.
And then those places, you know, they're advanced.
More
when it
advanced.
The
comes to-
technology has advanced.
Technology
When
and those
the Jack Grealish, no, not Jack Grealish. The Shawcross tackle. When was that? That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Technology has increased. Has improved. Has improved.
I know
Like,
Demba Ba also suffered a similar one, but was
Yeah.
able to continue.
Yeah.
and that's why some of the old folks, old players, I've seen them, heard them consistently say that, man, I wish
They were still playing with-
we had those kind of technology back in the day.
Yeah.
Because some of them, they suffered injuries that slowed them down.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them suffered injuries that curtailed their careers. And you look at those injuries, and you look at how it is being done now.
Yeah.
to
They could have handled
to
it.
Van Basten.
Van Basten retired at the age of 28
28.
because of
If
ankle
it was
injuries.
now, that ankle
be
would have
fine.
been patched.
Ankle injuries. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Michael Owen, I heard him recently talk about the fact that he suffered a major hamstring tear, and that's what sapped his speed and his like that explosiveness.
Yeah, it took away.
It took it away from
Yeah.
him, and he was never the same. I mean, the guy was what 20, and he was winning the Premier League goal king
Yeah.
chat,
He won the Ballon d'Or.
and he won the Ballon d'Or.
The best player in Europe at the time.
And he was, after that major injury, he was never the same. And the worst part was he didn't do surgery.
Yeah.
Because back in the days, surgery was touch and go. Like, it wasn't sure, like
Yeah.
a concrete option for you to take. It used to be something dreaded, like, hey, you're going to do surgery, especially
it scares you even before you get to start.
your Achilles,
Yeah.
your hamstring. Back in the day, when you tore your ACL, it was like doomsday for you. But these days, you tear your ACL,
Yeah.
6 months later, the
Yeah,
guys
but-
are already on the pitch, running around, going through their physical checkups and all of those things. Then the next thing you know, a couple of months later, they are back on the pitch.
Okay.
We are watching Ipswich. We saw Abdul Fattah Ishaku. He's playing, but wasn't it just recently that he tore his ACL?
Yeah.
So technology has improved.
Okay. In the Italian Serie A today, 4:30, there is Inter up against Monza, and then Udinese will take on Como. Como are managed by Seth Fabregas. Genoa up against Napoli. Parma will take on Cagliari for today's fixtures. And then for the Spanish La Liga faithfuls, you have Athletic Bilbao, who are currently losing to Sevilla. Bilbao have seen a red card. I hope it's not Inaki. Williams, when is even starting? That game, yeah, Inaki is playing that game. So Bilbao are losing to Sevilla by 1-0. There's a Madrid game to come a bit later tonight in the Spanish La Liga. For the Madrid fans, you can
They
also
are playing against which team?
Yeah, they are taking on Espanyol 7:30 today, and then 5:30 you have Valencia up against Celta Vigo. Yeah,
They're playing home or away?
Away. Yeah, taking on Espanyol away. Back to the Prem. Ipswich still playing Sunderland. 77 minutes, still 1-0. Manuel, let me take your thoughts on that game. I have a feeling that this game and nothing really will change.
Yeah,
First game of the season, the two teams weighing up each other and all of that.
Yeah, you look like all I can play. I really like the Sunderland away kit. It looks quite different.
It looks good. It looks good.
This away kit.
Yeah.
This one.
You don't like it?
Oh no,
The Sunderland kid.
I completely dislike it.
Why? Why not?
Wait, Jesse.
I mean, I
Go
think
check out the AS Roma jersey.
I think it looks different from what they usually have. See, their
Normally
normally
it's the-
stripes there were the red and white,
Yeah.
so I think it's just a different touch on
This
it.
one, pink and black. What combination
well.
is that?
Ah,
Yeah.
well,
Manuel, your thoughts on
There's a school in Ghana that wears pink. SHS.
the international schools,
No.
Oh,
No,
the government schools.
Pink and black. Okay, you go.
You got to talk to you about the game so far. Fatah Isaku off 65 minutes under his belt.
I mean, he looked explosive. He looked like the Kamaldeen. Sorry, I said Kamaldeen. The Fatal that we all know, where he.
Maldini is injured.
I mean, I'd say they are quite similar, and I think that they are both in terms of natural ability and talent. They're probably right up there as top class wingers. If they could get their end product. Very comparable. People think I'm going too far, but very comparable to someone like Vinicius before Ancelotti.
Yeah.
Where it's just raw and decision making is a major problem. And I think he had a good outing today. I think there's a reason why Ipswich spend good money on him. Even if they do get relegated, I think he's shown that he can be consistent at the championship level. It's about translating that to the Premier League now, and that's kind of what we want to see from him now. So the first time he came around with Leicester, I thought I had a lot of expectations. He had a really good season in the championship before he came, but when he came up, he wasn't able to show that. He had some injuries too, but then after they got relegated, and then he did really well in the championship. And unfortunately for Leicester, his performances weren't enough to help them stay in the division. And when they got relegated, Ipswich came in for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the game itself, like you said, maybe Ipswich might push for a late winner, but I don't think I think both teams, like you said, will be okay with the result. Ipswich are coming back into the division. This is their first game under Gary O'Neill. I think that's for him, so he probably wants to not start with the negative. There's a lot of pressure coming on him, given the job McKenna has done before him. So he probably wants to just come in and avoid defeat for the first game. Sunderland themselves have more games this season. It's just the start of the season. Maybe they can push themselves in this game, but throughout the season, I think I'd be expecting to see a lot of team changes.
Yeah.
Depending when or not they have the Europa League. So I think a draw at the start of the season is probably a good enough result for both of them.
Okay.
I wanted to touch on the point that coach made earlier.
Yeah.
when
Which
he was-
one?
The Liverpool.
No, the Liverpool one, I'll let it slide. There was also
No,
speak for
attack
themselves.
that one.
No, there is also speak for themselves.
Which points?
It's not about-
when we play Hull
Is
City.
that your opinion?
It's a marathon. Oh. I'm talking.
Which point do you
Of
want
course,
to
Liverpool will
attack?
win some. They'll win. They can win tomorrow, but in the long run, come on,
Yeah.
nobody replaces.
So
Salah.
which point do you want to?
The first, when he was talking about Michael Carrick and when he was saying that the respect that the dressing room has for him, and I see the point where there are times where you see someone who is saying that I can get angry. When I get angry, it's not good, and a lot of them are just trying to cover up for the fact that they don't necessarily have that personality. I don't know if Carrick is one of them, but then Yao and I were speaking about it last week about how head coaches within the Premier League
Yeah.
about how they've started changing a bit, and I think we talked about the power dynamic too, and how about the switch from head coach
To
and-
now manager.
your head coach and manager, and how certain teams are willing to give certain managers more power. And I think we also talked about the dying out of managers, in the sense that managers like Mourinho, in terms of what coach was saying, that he needs to get the player, like almost reapply some of Sir Alex Ferguson's methods that he used to get the best out of players. And I think we're talking about how the the modern day player doesn't necessarily adapt or respond to those methods very well.
Yeah.
And I think the only brilliant factor in that is achievement. I think when a coach comes in, even like what Xabi Alonso has done with Leverkusen, but when a coach comes in and they have, okay, I've won the Champions League, okay, I've won the World Cup, you need to listen to me or you're out of the team. And I think that also helps managers when it gets to the boardroom level. Because then you see how Rosinia was a coach last season, but Xabi Alonso has come in as Chelsea's manager.
Yeah.
And it gives you more bargaining power with the players who are under you, who are when you need to find a way to respect you. It gives them. I don't want to say that they are. No, I don't say necessarily that they will disrespect you if you are not successful. But I like to use a contrasting case of Rosinia and Xabi Alonso. And if you look at Rosinia, after a while, once they realized they were not buying into his methods, and remember when he had the people they plastered things on their foreheads and they were writing messages all over the place, and so very quickly the players stopped buying into that. And you could tell from the performances that he was not going to have enough time there. Carrick came in off the back of having a successful period last season and of the fact that he's played for Manchester United before and he's supposed to be a legend there. I just look at some of the examples of the people who have come in and have been legends after. Giggs I think was slightly interim, but he didn't have a crazy run of games. Yeah, he didn't have a crazy run of games. If you look at Ole, who I think is probably the best benchmark, and I always say that Ole should have probably been one of the most respected people in the United dressing room. He scored the winning goal in their 99 Champions League final in a treble winning season for them. Other than the fact that he played off the bench a lot, which I think doesn't help his rep.
Status or whatever.
Yeah, in terms of status at the club, he wasn't necessarily at the level of maybe someone like Roy Keane or Eric Cantona.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't, and he also didn't have the personality for it because he was the smiling assassin and he was happy a lot. And obviously, Carrick is not necessarily in terms of personality, he's not similar to Ole. He's probably more reserved than Ole. He's not necessarily always going to show when he's excited or when he's disappointed. But I wonder whether he has the pedigree in terms of United status to demand the respect that he wants from these United players.
Okay.
Without necessarily having the CV to back it yet. And that's the only thing that worries me about the appointment. They will once things are going well, once things are smooth. He mentioned that Casemiro was very helpful to the last part of the season. I think Bruno too came out during the last part of the season. That's partly why he won the player of the season, and that's what helped him get the assist record. He was playing he was in very inspired form. But if he didn't contribute today, unfortunately. But if you have a start to the season, Bruno is not necessarily on form, and I think then you have a similar problem to the Salah problem, where the player who is more often than not going to be the one who's contributing towards goals and assists isn't giving that to you. Who else can step up and give you that volume of goals? I'm not sure he has that. Yeah. If Carrick gets into a bad run of form, I'm just slightly worried that he doesn't necessarily have the pedigree, and I don't know if the board is also going to be as willing to back him because they don't have as much evidence beyond the end of last season to give him more time than he needs. And then if they end up in the same situation where they have to bring someone in mid-season like Ragnick, I just wonder how the whole United project. For to me, it's a gamble, and the gamble is also slightly based on the fact that Carrick doesn't necessarily have the experience or the pedigree for him to be given the time to do what he needs to do, if he's even the right person to be in the job.
You see, just to support what he said, during last season there was something I observed, and statistically it was proven. Under Amorim, United ran a lot. They created more chances. But when Carrick took over the job, the distance covered dropped. Although they were winning games.
Yeah.
What that does is that in situations like we saw today, where you needed them to force the issue. I mean, the issues will not always be your way. There are times you have to force it.
Yeah.
But when they are running less, they are exerting themselves less, when it gets difficult, you need that extra motivation or that extra drive. It should be coming from the manager. That is where, don't get me wrong, he's well respected. But what I'm saying is that he should not overly pamper. When you overly pamper,
always be the Mr. Nice Guy.
It becomes very difficult to demand.
Yeah.
Especially when they are not used to you demanding. Fergie used to pamper.
Yeah.
But what he never did was to get them in the. I think he could demand from Eric Cantona. He could demand from Wayne Rooney.
Yeah. So more like to be too comfortable with.
Yeah, but cool. Don't you see that his problem now is that he was coming in to replace Amorim, who wasn't pampering them, and in order to get the best out of them at that time, he had to switch them.
No, what I'm saying is that
that's what trying to be the best.
It is good
man manager
to pamper, but if you don't get a balance, when you need to demand, it becomes difficult. So every manager, of course, they are the one working for you. You are guiding them, but they are the true protagonists. They will get on the pitch. If they don't get the job done, your job is on the line, right?
Yeah.
So it is about encouragement, motivation, pushing them. You can do this. But there are times too when the player is not performing beyond the encouragement. There's the hairdryer, right? The time you pull it out. You comb and make sure if the hair is hard, you comb it. And every good manager, the Pep Guardiola, the Mourinho, the Fekir, have you seen Angelotti angry before?
Nope. But I read the books that I've read
Go
about him.
and read his
They
books.
highlighted those things.
When he looks at you in the sitting room, you see he's one of the very calm manager. But the players will tell you, you don't want to experience the other side of him. That is the sort of things I'm asking for. He's a legend of the club. Okay? He's a legend of the club. So what I'm asking that, because of the lack of, I use the word achievement or experiences, he's not well experienced, he's not achieved yet.
As a coach.
As a coach, I mean. He's more or less riding on the achievement as a player.
Yeah.
That is what I am also saying. He should use that to his advantage. Because you were coached by the best manager in the business. Agreed? So you are used to his methods. So I'll be shocked if he behaves like Ole. You know that Ole will come and then he will come and pamper when he blather. He will come to the press conference and come and apologize to Marcus Rashford. You remember those things, right? Michael Carrick shouldn't get himself in those positions. Fergie would never do that.
I don't know.
So he is lucky enough
to
have achieved as a player and to have experience. I'm told by Evra and Co that the only player who didn't get Alex Ferguson's hair dry was what? Paul Scholes.
Yeah. I see.
Every player
got
tasted it. And Evra said that there was a time they all know that this one day Scholes will get the hair dry. When you go to the dressing room, they all say, hey, today, dear. All of them, they were excited that for once. The man came. He fired those he was fired. Said, give the ball to Scholesy. Scholesy control the game. Give the ball to Scholesy.
There is a goal for Ipswich. Finally. Looks like they'll be running away with all 3 points against
Scholesy controls the game.
Ipswich 2, Sunderland 1 minutes. 1 minute to hit 90. Extra time, and done and dusted.
So Michael Carrick should position himself where it's about motivation, encouragement, and drive. But when you need to demand, who your coach now say who Ferro players now, and the Juan never
Yeah,
that's right. That's the point I'm making.
The guy go gift the ball.
Oh, what? Another giveaway, Sunderland under no pressure. Under no pressure.
The keeper, what was he thinking?
No, there's not the keeper, the player.
Sorry, the defender, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Play it in between two teammates, in between two
And
players.
positioning for the goal itself was bad.
Yeah. Well, but Ipswich won't care.
Of course. I mean,
it's two.
If you are Sunderland, last season you had a very wonderful run. You made it to the Europa League, and then your first game in the season immediately after that, you are gifting newly promoted possession.
Eventually, then go chop hot. So make them gather some 3 points.
I say so because with Sunderland, I mean, we've seen this before, where teams come up, they do well, they go to Europe, and because of the testing nature of the Europa League, Conference League, and all, it stretches them thing, and the next thing you know, they are battling relegation.
Yeah.
And for Sunderland, they were down for so many years.
I think Leicester were one of the teams that you remember that season. It was a Champions League, right? No,
Yeah, they were in
because
the
they won
Champions
when they won the league. Yeah.
No, even the
I
year
think the period after the season, they finished
the year
about
they won
12 or so.
they won the
FA Cup. It happened.
Yeah, it happened again.
when they came the following season.
Anyway,
too.
Leeds have also taken the lead against Forest. Anton Stach with that goal for Leeds United.
Leeds United, they are underrated, but they are a steady start.
what
Yeah.
you can.
And I ever look at some of the signings they've made this summer with Trafford and Wilson. I think they're operating like an established Premier League club. Not a club
This
that's
is
looking
like
to.
a third goal. No, he has so many
Oh!
pictures to do.
Oh, you saw the
was good.
keeper.
Yeah.
Wanted to chip him. Wow.
Like,
Ipswich have been the better team.
Yeah, I
in the
think-
game.
I think they've
Ipswich
been
have
good.
played much
They've been
better
good,
football,
yeah.
and I don't know if it's just Sunderland that haven't been on it, or if it's a continuing pattern from last season where it looks like the
First game-
promoted
first
teams are
game
ready
there.
to compete in the league.
Is that Granit Xhaka?
Yeah, that's it.
Sally.
After media night, the move to go and play with Javi at
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Ah.
He's-
Anyway,
God, these defenders.
but they got Henderson, so you're good.
he's training with
Training with who?
the under whatever. No, it's Welbeck brother.
He's guiding them.
His guy
Henderson is part of the first team. That is
Yeah,
your
but
team.
that's the
What
reason
is
they
your
signed
problem?
him.
Well, he's
He will play. He's your top midfielder.
Yeah.
Henderson is Chelsea's top midfielder.
They say Casado and Co, they are inexperienced, so they bring a 38-year-old man to come and solve the problem.
Nathan from Kaswa says, Gabby, please allow coach to talk about breast. We all love breast. Today we'll be watching more of breast.
Everybody
games.
should watch them. They are a good, solid team.
It
They
says,
will
why
calm
is
your
coach
nerves, they will
so
comfort
serious
you.
about the team breast?
Just go and watch them. You see how good they are. I'm used to watching them, so I'm very convinced whenever they play.
Anyway,
Especially when they play against OJC Nice.
Yes.
And Nice is playing at home.
boys.
I mean, either way, rest nice.
What? On YouTube, I'll take a few comments there. It says, Coach, please, what's going on bad in City? Why are players leaving for...
Oh no, they need to balance them.
It says Doku should leave.
Doku, he just extended his contract.
I don't even know why.
Oh, speaking of contract, Joao Pedro also extended his contract earlier today.
And he picked the wrong number.
2034.
And he picked the wrong jersey number.
2032. What?
That jersey number.
It's a myth.
and their
It's not
number
true.
9.
Yeah, the number 9 is what?
Go through
It's
the
a,
record.
it's a myth. It's not.
Oh, it's a
Give me the. It's not a myth.
no. Since Drogba
Since
hasn't
Drogba.
been good,
It is
Morata,
never a
Higuain, Tammy
Any striker of Chelsea who has
Franco
done
Di
well.
Santo, all of them, they won.
All the
number
strike.
9.
Look, the only striker who did not wear the number 9 and was
You
eight,
remember El Nino?
and was Diego Costa.
Costa, yeah, he won 19.
He won 19 and he had no problem.
He won 9 plus 10.
The rest, I told this story the other day. Let me tell you something. When Fernando Torres
El Nino.
and Nino came, Drogba knew his position was under serious threat. Because the form way that Enino came with
from Liverpool. Yeah?
share 50 million pounds. You remember?
Yeah.
Top striker.
Charlie, but that period, the guy trained. No, at a point he was called a 50 million pound striker,
Drogba immediately came to Cote d'Ivoire.
and did what?
Took the number.
It's not true.
Oh, listen, I've said this. Oh, let me land. Let me
I
land.
know
What
where
is
you're
the problem?
It's not true.
Let me land.
You land.
I've
It-
said
it
this
is the
story
console.
several times. Nobody have disputed it. You are not the one to dispute this
It's
story.
not true. It's not. That thing is not from
He
me.
got the padlock. Tied it and closed the padlock. You know where he threw that in? Deep sea. Together with the key.
Oh, good.
Until that padlock is unlocked. No Chelsea. So, Joao Pedro, I don't know who advised him.
But he's done in the past season. He's done. He did what? 25 goal
No,
involvement.
he's got 20 goals, 9 assists
And
in
so-
50 games. So 29 goals.
goal involvement.
Not wearing jersey number 9. That is the underlying point I'm making.
He was wearing 20.
He was wearing 20. Look at how well he performed.
So you are saying that what the 9 then? To
Look,
makes
I'm
him
looking
Do you know what is
Yeah.
associated with that 9?
Failure.
Incrodo is top on your list.
Loss of confidence.
Loss of confidence is top on your list.
What was Shevchenko's jersey number?
No, he was wearing
Shevchenko is
7.
seven. He was
So
7.
I'm looking at the Chelsea players. who
List-
wear the
list them.
shirts.
Number 9.
Franco
Okay.
Di Santo.
So Crespo 13 goals in 42 games. Di Santo 0 in 16. Torres 45 and 172, including the goal against Barcelona, or Radamel Falcao 1 and 12, Alvaro Morata 24 and 72 games, Higuain 5 and 19 games, Tammy Abraham 30 and 82, Lukaku 15 and 44 games, Aubameyang 3 and 21, and then Liam Delap 2 and 35.
Lukaku 15 in 44 games. Is that almost half of?
No, that's almost half.
That's your math is not good, eh?
No, it's just trying to be.
That's what I would say the way I want to say it.
This is the second Lukaku coming under Tuchel. And no, it's
After he had won,
But the last one is 2 in what?
2 and 35.
That guy don't even have him.
Joao Pedro, stick to your number 20.
United almost.
But he has
signed
already
Lukaku.
switched.
Oh, the last is
No, but I think
he
he would have performed
That's
way more.
all I'll say.
He
He
would
can't
have
be a
done
bad
good
player
than
after
He would
one
have done
season.
better.
I think
than
people are
United.
exaggerating. When you look at people are saying that because he scored 30 for Ipswich,
he
they
needs to
started
go back
projecting
to
for
Ipswich.
Chelsea. I think he can get better move than Ipswich. The Como move, I doubt that will happen now.
I think they said Nottingham Forest, Everton.
I think Como were
Yeah,
interested
Forest
in
were
him.
also looking at him. My Forest lost. They've lost Taiwo.
Yeah, so they need a
I
replacement.
think Chelsea paid 30 million. So if they can get money back for him, at least 20 million or a loan
It's
deal. with
the
an
asking price for
obligation.
Chelsea that's causing the problem.
They are
They
demanding
want
50.
the players that they want to
50.
offload. Nicholas Jackson, Disasi. I think Disasi is going to Palace.
Yeah, on a loan.
Yeah, the asking price is what is causing the
I think he already
teams to
But
back
why,
away.
why does Chelsea want to offload Nicholas Jackson? Why? Because
I mean, because they have Morgan Rogers.
actually played his best football
With him.
with Nicholas Jackson.
With him,
Yeah, but they have Morgan
And
Rogers.
since he
now,
left the
Joao
team-
Pedro,
but who will be? Who,
and they brought in Welbeck. So one has to go.
so
And
Pedro
they-
Welbeck.
Magui, who is he was
Magui.
Oh, he'll be loaned out. He's not even.
They brought the guy from Strasbourg to his back. Emmanuel Mega.
They have
The tall guy.
52 players. There you know. Then you know this one, you won't say it. When I say that, you turn your face. Why look it? I'm talking
But
to you.
I have to monitor what's
52
going on.
players. They can't go into the dressing room. You are aware, right?
Why they don't?
Yeah, you're not aware.
How can they go to the dressing room?
52.
They've expanded it.
The dress, no matter the expansion,
They've had this problem before.
you have to.
Yeah, last
52 players in the
And
dressing room.
Michael Potter.
Yeah, Graham Potter. Graham Potter.
Yes.
Well, look at the players you mentioned. The Strasbourg boy.
They are all back.
Danny Welbeck has come. The Nicholas Jackson is there.
Jordan Henderson.
Joao Pedro is there. Cole Palmer. They brought in Morgan Rogers. Magui.
You have a lot of.
Tosin is still available.
Yeah, Tosin is still there. Now, the last
Oluwa,
earlier
baby
this
top.
week, they had to train. They have started training away from
the team.
from the main team.
Forcing them to sack them by
More or
force.
less. But they're still
What's the strategy though?
Yeah, but that's
Napoli.
Napoli.
but they're still going to Napoli.
Strategy. Buy all these players and hope that
the initial strategy from the top hierarchy was to
Was Bluco,
assemble
right?
Bluco, assemble the best young talent. They get a few appearances under their belt. It increases their market value.
and then you sell them.
They sell them. That's the direction. Not to bring them in and come and win laurels. Oh. That wasn't it. Up until when Alonso took charge, and then they said, okay, now they've changed the transfer policy.
And how well did they do selling of these players?
did
Because
quite
I remember
well.
when
They
they
did
first
quite
came
well.
in,
Quite well.
when they first came
in
in,
selling, they were doing okay.
they were doing okay selling off the deadwood. I remember they sent
No, they sent a lot of them.
a lot
So
of
they,
these players.
they bought some of them quite cheap. So someone like Madueke, they were able to get good money for him.
Yeah, Madueke, they got good money from him. Not just him. They actually
Yeah, there are a lot of
in
players.
selling offloading, they were doing okay.
Yes, like
But then when the
those
player
were
comes-
established players they were selling.
No, so
Like
the
Benjamin
the
Mendy
players
and
who
all
come in after a season, they like someone like Madueke, he came, he spent a season there, they were able to move him on for money. Someone like the lab, they're trying to do the same thing. He's come, he didn't perform as well, but they can also move him after a season. They did the same thing with Garnacho.
And then
Garnacho comes in for 40 million. They've loaned him, I think, with an option to buy for I think about 45,
Yeah.
50 million.
No one is going to
Yeah.
buy.
45-50 million. Man United also has a buyback clause. We'll take part of the money.
I think they tried the same thing with Sancho, but Sancho didn't want to stay at United when he
And
came off his loan.
it's possible that Enzo Fernandez, if he goes to Man City, Chelsea could
They
get
paid too
something.
much for him
they'll
initially,
get-
but
they'll
someone
get-
like
they'll get
Enzo,
good
they would have
money
made
for
money off him.
Okay, so the Everton game has ended. Big 3 points for Everton, beating Crystal Palace 3-2. 2-0, sorry. The other game too between Leeds, Forest 1-0. Ipswich also beating Sunderland 2-1. And then
You know, week 3 is
And
Arsenal versus Chelsea, right? I'm just reminding you.
reminding me.
Yes.
But why are you reminding me?
Chelsea will be going into
But
that.
Chelsea haven't even played their
game.
first game. Their first game is on
It's on Monday.
underdog.
You already jumped to
No, it just came to mind. It just came to mind.
Okay, there's a Chelsea ad on TV. So.
Yeah, when I saw it.
guys, let's do a wrap up on the games that have ended. Chelsea, just quick thoughts. You want to do the Everton one?
You are.
Oh no, Chelsea's a big fan. He likes Everton.
You are Neko.
No. I mean, good way for Everton to
That's
get,
David Moyes.
to get their first 3 points on the
Crystal
board.
Palace. Who is their coach? Pierre Sage, right?
Pierre Sage, yeah.
The Frenchman.
Yeah.
Coach was right.
Charlie.
I mean, they are going to struggle a bit this season without their manager.
Yeah.
Everton, I mean, David Moyes, well, good way to kick on from where they left off last season. Getting your first 3 points, it settles the team, and now you can look at that opponent. Coach did mention, I mean, you need an immediate strategy, you need a medium-term strategy, you need a long-term strategy. You need to get your first.
Beat what's in front of you.
Yes, first 3 points right at home, beat Palace, 2-0, right? Yes. Now you can calm down and look forward to the rest of the season. I think they'll be all right. I don't think they'll qualify for the European places, but they will just be all right and stay in the Premier League, which is what they should be looking forward to doing. Of course, they would want to, go to Europe.
Yeah.
But you look at the Everton team. What's happened to the Senegalese winger? Is it still with them?
India is
Ndiaye.
there, yeah.
He
played today.
as an assist.
Yeah, I think
okay.
there were rumors that he was
We'll go
going,
to Saudi,
going
yeah.
to move on and this season. It's good that they've been able to manage to get him to stay.
Everton wanted the money with it.
The cash.
It's good that he's staying because I think he's one of the best one-on-one players in the league. One-on-one winger who can beat somebody. It's
Very
rare these
enterprising,
days.
yeah.
It's rare these days to have some of those wingers in the league, and he will help Everton quite a lot. I'm glad that they've been able to beat Crystal Palace. Let's see what happens in the subsequent games with Everton. As for Palace, well,
New manager.
maybe we should go and get Mateta. Just sell Zegzi and get Mateta. How about that?
In fact, speaking of that, it's a good point that you've raised. So he, Minos, and there was one player I read over the weekend that before the transfer window ends, they probably might.
Oh, Adam Watson.
Adam Watson, yeah, that's the third player. Crystal Palace will lose this player.
Yeah,
So
but
they said Watson not for sale.
Even Ismail
Watson's
Assar.
Sir,
Yes,
There's a bid from, I think, from Galatasaray also. Look at this.
What
Ismail
happened?
Assar.
that further
Watson was
complicates-
he was in the same bracket as the guy from
Anderson.
Anderson.
And I think he's slightly better than Anderson. Different
Yeah.
type of
Who,
midfield.
Elliot?
I think
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Watson's
Elliot
slightly better than-
Anderson himself.
Elliot is more
And I think
robust. Watson
is your typical English midfielder.
Watson gives you the
Give me legs, give me
a bit of
industry.
flair, a bit of passing.
Yeah, but Watson gives you Italian midfielder vibes. Not the fastest, but can clearly
Calm,
see the
collected,
field.
yeah.
Can clearly see the field. Technically sound in his positioning, and technically sound with his passing and
But why
decision
aren't the
making.
teams all over him? Because
I think
he
you
was
have
on
to cut
United's
a lot.
radar
I know
tonight.
Palace have put out like that he's not for
He's
sale.
not for sale.
This window.
No, but if Palace lose him, Charlie, it may complicate their.
If
Season.
he moves to let's say a club like Aston Villa, it will fit perfect because
Of
of
the way
the
United-
personnel in
Around,
midfield. Amadou Onana is injured. I think he tore his ACL. He's injured right now. But if you have healthy Amadou Onana, you have Boubacar Kamara, and you have Adam Watson in the middle, that's a perfectly balanced midfield
For Villa,
for Villa.
I think they've
in-
announced the arrival of
Goretzka.
Goretzka.
No, this one is
just
just
now.
a theory. Like just a hypothesis.
Leon Goretzka.
Yeah. I mean, he's a free agent.
He's a free
He's a free agent.
Can't run.
Interesting.
And he's a persona non grata in
He can't
Germany.
run.
No.
He
He's
run,
a
he can't
persona
run.
non grata in Germany.
Yeah.
You saw what he did at the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
He turned down the chance to play the penalties.
Yeah.
And it forced Jonathan Tah to go and play his first ever penalty in his professional career. And he ended up missing it. And a lot of people put that blame on Leon Goretzka. That you turned down the opportunity to play a penalty kick in a penalty shootout. Not once, twice. Because Joshua Kimmich went to him twice and he was asking who will step up to play the penalty. And Leon Goretzka turned it down twice.
So he doesn't want to play. He can't play.
No, coach.
And I get the option between
So
you
far,
and
you
miss a penalty.
a
you
player
shouldn't
like
take it.
Stevie Odro. Stevie Odro. He was very good,
Yeah.
but he never liked playing penalties, right?
Yeah.
And when he was compelled to play the penalty, you remember? You may kiss the cup. He missed.
2004.
Yes, he missed.
The Confederation.
He missed. So there are some players, they'll just not get closer to it.
And some players who have like the feeling in the moment. If you don't feel like in the
Doing
moment,
it, yeah.
you're not,
The
you don't
transfer-
feel like no, it's
But
about.
come on. I mean, whatever you are feeling, if you are Leon
Just
Goretzka
blast the shot
and
straight down the
the
middle.
choice is between you and
Jonathan Tah.
You should
Charlie.
be opting to take the penalty.
Anyway.
But I think Bayern, they were just trying to move on from him anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, right now they have Pavlovic and Joshua Kimmich in that midfield, and they also have Konrad Liner.
Lima, yeah.
Yeah, who can play has played practically he played the
is he a left
second
back
half
or he's a
of the
midfielder?
season.
No, he's been
as a-
used
as a
as a right
fullback.
back.
But he's a midfielder.
Yeah.
But because he's industrious and he just works hard and he has incredible level of stamina.
And he's played the one.
Yeah, he's played there for a while, and he's played.
No, he's
well.
not. Play him in midfield. We saw what PSG did to him in the Champions League.
Of course, I mean that one. Yeah, you
Yeah,
always
so
have
at the
that
highest
one
level-
game that you get exposed.
Yeah, at the highest level,
Yeah.
if you are not a specialist, don't play there.
That leads to my point. You are going to Man United. You are going to play in the Champions League. Need a specialist to do it.
Well, let's jump on to the next game. It's at the GTEC Community Stadium. It's Brentford up against Spurs. This is a game I would really want to watch. Very good. Let me just run you through the starting 11. Who is starting for Spurs? If you're looking for Kudus, he's not even on the bench because he still has to go through that phase. But for Spurs, it's a 4-2-3-1. 4-3-2-1 formation. New manager Roberto De Zerbi. Keane in post, a back four of Robertson, Senesi, Paul Van Hecke, and then Gray starting for Archie Gray starting for Spurs. And midfield three, they've got Gallagher, Sandro Tonali, and then Lucas Bergvall. Matthias Tell is in there, and then Mickey Moore together with Richarlison leading the attack for Spurs. On the part of Brentford, it's a 4-2-3-1 formation. Calvin Kelleher as imposed for Brentford. Back four of Coyote, Anja Collins, and then Luis Porter. Midfield two of Jensen and then Sangare. Kevin Schade starting, Janelle Ouattara, and then Yao Jamie test favorite striker Igor Thiago. Hi, they took this guy to the World Cup. Igor Thiago ahead of João Pedro.
Yeah, but he ended up playing one game.
One game, yeah. He didn't play the next game. There was I remember that game. As soon as he was playing the part, I'm like, this guy Ancelotti will start you in the next game. Igor Thiago. Brazil are moving the ball from the back to the boy, he just kissed the ball away.
I mean, but if you take into consideration his performance in the league 2025-2026 season,
it boils down to what
I know the penalties are goals.
do you know how many penalty goals Ronaldo scored in 2008? I mean,
You see, but that one we can see the quality.
no,
We can see the quality. That backs out the
scored how
trend.
many goals in the Premier League? The Premier
trying
League
to-
He
is
scored like what 20?
I think it was about
21.
21,
He scored
yeah.
21.
yes, 20 goals for a striker in the Premier League.
It's good, but how
We all
the
agree.
rate came from penalties?
It's the most difficult league in the world. So yeah, if you're going to the World Cup, yeah,
I mean,
you
I
have
always say
take a look
the
at
penalty
it.
is a factor. Like people, it's not about the difficulty of the penalty. The fact that when I'm comparing you to other people in your position who do not have the same, I'd say
skill
privilege.
set or whatever.
No privilege. You take penalties for your team. João Pedro doesn't. Let's assume João Pedro
He doesn't necessarily take penalties. It's Cole Palmer.
He doesn't take penalties for Chelsea. If Brentford are given 10 penalties and Chelsea get 10 penalties,
So that's the
not 10 more
specialty you
goals
think
than-
Ancelotti looked at.
I mean, I know the
Oh, the reason why I honestly believe they, aside the goals that he got the pick
Physical
ahead of
presence.
Joao. Thank you. Ahead of Joao Pedro.
What do you say?
Physical presence.
Yeah,
Okay, so a
physically,
different
And he's-
profile player.
And that's
and
it's
it's
very similar
different
to the reason
from-
why Ivan Toney was selected for
Yeah,
England. It's
England,
along
yeah.
the same lines. If he gets the penalty to his handy, but I still think choosing him and Endrick over João Pedro, an informed João Pedro, who has shown that since the Club World Cup, even to this preseason, he's been in really good form.
that
And I just
Brazil, they
still don't
currently they're a
understand how
dysfunctional
they-
team, so it doesn't matter
If you look at the fullbacks with
Yeah.
Alexandro and
It doesn't matter.
Even if they had, Danilo, can Danilo be your right full back in 2026?
Even if they had Ronaldo up front, they'll
still struggle.
Anyway, let's talk about the game to come. Brentford, Spurs GTech is what's the guy's name? I'm trying to get the Keith Andrews. Yeah, Keith Andrews. Set piece specialist against De Zerbi.
I'm looking at this formation. I'm thinking about Kudus. This if it's all set up.
But the Mickey Moore guy,
he had a really good preseason.
Yeah, but
and I think he was on loan last season.
Is that
he's back?
Is it taking Kudus's place?
Oh, no, hell no. But
no, I mean like if Kudus was starting today, that's where he would be.
Yeah, that's where he will play. And I'm looking at the formation because I'm looking at a situation where and how Kudus can be part of this team. And I look at the 2-man set behind Richarlison, and it's Matthias Tel and Mickey Moore. So let's say all the players are available. Because I know
then you consider Savinho to who is coming.
That's where I have an issue. So if you have a situation,
should be replacing Matthias Tel,
and then
and then Mamouche. So if you have a situation where those two come in, it's very plausible that Mamouche and Savinho take up those two spots behind Richarlison. And then you ask yourself, where does Kudus?
They use Mamouche.
Or you can do Mamouche
as central, as a striker.
Fernandez who comes in for Begba, right?
Yeah.
And then and that's why I think Javi Simmons is actually the person who takes Gallagher's position when he's fully fit. Simmons or maybe Madison.
But I think up front at a point you can do Mamouche, Savinho, Kudus.
Yeah.
Savinho.
Yeah. When you are starting without necessarily an out and out striker.
Yeah.
So Mamouche to the middle, Savinho and Kudus operating behind him or alongside him.
But I think what Kudus has over someone like Savinho is that Kudus would get you goals. You know, Savinho, he's a good winger, but he's not a goal threat. Yeah. Kudus is.
In the final that I think Kudus has
that is what will work for Kudus. I think he'll get games.
And the thing is the James Madison, Javi Simmons, because Javi Simmons now should Tottenham get Savinho and Mamouche, Javi Simmons wouldn't be taxed to play out on the wings. He will play centrally and be in straightforward battle with James Madison for that role behind the striker.
Yeah.
And James Madison, his injury issues will always give an opening to another player.
Okay.
And that's where I see a possible chance for Kudus to be part of this team moving forward, because Javi Simmons tore his ACL, so he'll be out for a while. So if Kudus can recover quick, Roberto De Zerbi said that he's very close to returning.
So maybe the next.
So let's say next month. Let's say next month. Midway through next month. But
he can do before the international break.
He's back in training. So.
No, so I'm saying he can play before the international break.
No,
the international break is around
September 20. Yeah, I think it will be best if he comes after the international break, because players will be returning from the international break. You want to rotate your squad a little bit. So I think that would be the best time to bring in Kudus. Yeah, that would be the best time to. But you look at this squad, and you understand why Tottenham Hotspur spent a lot of money. On players, because look at their injury list. Pedro Porro, look.
I forgot even
Papisa, thigh injury. Kudus, thigh injury. Xavi Simmons, crucial ligament. Mickey van der Ven, muscle injury. Kulusevski, knee injury. Odobert, crucial ligament injury.
But what's taking Kulusevski?
His knee is almost damaged. His injury is a major. If he was playing, let's say 20 years ago, he would have been ruled out completely out. That yes, you are done. You are retired. You can't play football again. But now, because of technology, they can manage the situation. But it will take him a long while before he gets back. And despite they making major improvements, I understand why they still want to go get Mamouche and Savinho, because if you have Mickey Moore starting and Matthias Tel starting, I understand why they will want to go in for these guys. And people are still shocked how and why Tottenham Hotspur are able to cough out such major money to bring in these players.
Yeah.
Look, for the past 6-7 years, Danny Levy was more or less hamstringing Tottenham Hotspur from being able to
spend in the transfer.
What a lot of fans wanted.
Yeah.
Per their financial capability. So if you check your average Tottenham Hotspur player, his average salary was lower than his contemporary. So Harry Kane, his salary was lower than his contemporaries. Kyle Walker, all of their star players who ended up leaving. They left because one of the reasons was, okay, yeah, they weren't winning a lot of trophies. But on a personal level, they weren't getting paid as much as they deserved.
Yeah.
So Daniel Levy was running a very tight budget, a very tight shape financially. So they were making money on the side because they weren't paying a lot of money to buy players.
Okay.
And they weren't paying a lot of money in salaries.
Yeah.
So those two, it will save you a lot of money. Then you have a situation where they were consistently playing in the Champions League. That brought in a lot of money.
Yeah.
Their stadium brought in a lot of money. So it had been happening for multiple years, and so it kept on piling up.
Yeah.
And now Daniel Levy leaves, and in order to make a statement, the new management, they decided, okay, we've been holding all this money all these years.
Now let's bring in players.
Let's splash it a little bit, because at the end of the day, you flirted with relegation twice in 2 years. So you need something to change to be able to get you out of that slump.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you've done it twice in a row. What says the third time you'll be lucky and survive in the Premier League? So they needed to do something, and that's why they've splashed the cash. So it's not like Tottenham Hotspur all of a sudden are cooking the books or something. No. They've been building themselves to this point.
More like they've saved for a period of time,
Yes.
and now
The effects
they get to
spend.
spend.
The effects from this lavish expenditure will be felt maybe in the next 2 seasons,
Okay.
where they'll be, if they don't perform and consistently make deep runs in the club competitions,
Make some money.
then they'll be forced to do what Aston Villa are doing right now. You are doing well, but because your revenue after salary is very, very little, you would have to be relying on player loanees, bringing in Garnacho, bringing in Sancho, all of these players on loan. Disasi, all of these guys went on loan there in order to be able to balance the books. So for Spurs, now they are okay financially, but in the subsequent years, if this De Zerbi experiment doesn't work, they will be in hot waters, because at that point it means that you've missed out on the Champions League. You're not getting that top level money coming through, and you have all these huge salaries that you have to take care of, and in that particular situation you have to balance the books. And so it's very plausible that if they don't get it done right, Mateus Fernandes, for instance, he could be on the move again. And so that's how I see the Spurs project working out. But for this game, going up against Brentford, it's tough. I'll give it to Brentford. A slight narrow win for Brentford, because De Zerbi, the way he's very deep and very detailed with his system, it will take a while before these guys start getting used to it. And like I mentioned some time back, Spurs have been in some deep hole in the past 2 seasons.
And it will take more than just...
It will take more than just transfers. They need to have about 10 game, like a 10-game winning streak, just to get that air of confidence about them, and potentially maybe a Carabao Cup. If they can get a cup win or title, that will do them some serious good, and that will set them up nicely for next season. Then you can tell that they definitely have to pick these guys as one of the teams that will finish in the top 4. But for now, I think it will take a while before they start building themselves to that level. So for this game, I'm definitely tipping Brentford.
Okay, so new season, let's see. New Spurs. Spurs filled in 4 of their big summer signings. And Andy Robertson, Marcos Senesi, Jean-Paul Van Hecken, then Sandro Tonali. Mateus Fernandes is also on the bench. A few more signings coming in, and Jan has explained why they are splashing the cash. Let's see if the result can.
And they have Madison. Madison is on the bench.
Yeah.
He came back last season. He actually
that's
played.
good
If
to
I remember,
see.
at the end of last season, the final game, he actually came on. So
Well, now Fair has a message for Yaminta. He says, we can't be like Villa, and never will Spurs be Villa, because our stadium alone gives us billions of euros.
I mean, but Spurs are huge. I mean, they're one of
actually make it. That sense, I think they're making money.
Yeah.
Oh, they are making money.
Yeah, there are a lot
Making
of
money.
concerts
making
happening at this.
but there's a valid point if you look at Spurs, and if I ask generally, what makes Spurs a big club? It's not they don't like, beyond the fact that in everyone's mind they're part of a top 6 or a big 6. What makes
The
Spurs,
trophies have eluded them, so
they haven't won a
have to
league
make-
title
yeah.
since the 60s.
They have to make up for that.
they're actually one of the
FA Cup. Well, what was it?
They
The
won the
Carabao
Europa
Cup?
League.
Aston Villa won the Europa League
2008.
too. So if Villa have won the Champions League.
Yeah. But Villa have also suffered relegation in recent years. When was the last time we saw Tottenham Hotspur get relegated?
They've been quite
You get my point.
Yeah.
Oh, but they haven't been relegated. Aston Villa got relegated. I think the time Jordan and you played there, they got relegated. So, and this is not too far off. So, you can't be a big boy when you get relegated in the past 10 years. Nah, you can't be a big boy.
I'm not saying Villa are big boys, but I'm just saying
But
there's
why
just something
Tottenham
about
Hotspur?
Spurs where I feel
Yeah.
like there's
It's
a slight leftover from an era that was just before. Under Pochettino, that season when they were with Arsenal, when they were getting to Champions League final,
when they almost won the league.
when they almost won. Spurs were definitely one of the biggest clubs in England. Now, if you look about the last week, they finished 17 twice. Okay, they won the Europa League.
So-
I'll give them that.
So you think Villa are
No, I'm not
big-
saying
why
Villa
is it
are.
that?
So let's say,
Yes.
if you look at that run that they nearly won the league, and what Pochettino did with them also in the Champions League. So that run, if they were able to be consistent, so let's say I'm doing a top 4, top 5, top 6
Yes, so
consistently.
then they were behaving like a big team.
Okay,
Since that
then you
period,
can
they
put them in that
haven't-
conversation.
Yes.
Okay,
since
so
that-
I'll give
since
you
that
that.
period.
So he's saying that since that period, they haven't exactly matched that period.
Yeah.
But why are they still considered a top level team?
I get you.
And for me,
They're not
it's-
constantly qualifying for the Champions
Yes.
League. They are not competing for trophies every season.
so why are they considered a big boy, a big club? And for me, it's simple. Because one, the city you are playing in matters.
The rivalry with
They are in London. London is one of the biggest cities in the world. That's one. Villarreal has been playing
Palace are in London.
Yeah,
Brentford are in
but-
London.
no, let me finish. Yeah, Tottenham Hotspur, they are in London. Villarreal has been winning Europa League, playing Champions League semi-finals and all, but they are still not a big club.
Yeah.
Because you play in a tiny in a town in Spain. How can you be a big club when the location matters? That's one. The profile of the players, it matters. You are talking about Marmoush potentially joining Spurs. He's Egyptian. A football powerhouse. You get my point. Kudus is on the bill. Ghana, a football powerhouse. You get my point.
Yep.
You have Christian Romero, who up until last 2 weeks was part of this team. He's won the World Cup. All of these factors, they come into play.
Okay.
That's why Crystal Palace, Mateta and Co doing so well for them. It was a big deal. Eze getting a call up to the England national team when he was there, it was a big deal for them. When was the last time we had Crystal Palace consistently being in the headlines?
They won 3 trophies last.
It was exactly
Up until
because
that time.
they were winning trophies,
Yeah.
and they transferred a player called Michael Olise to Bayern Munich.
Yeah. And that shot.
They transferred a player called Eze to Arsenal. Philippe Mateta got a call up to the French national team of all national teams. Lacroix got a call up to the French national team, played at the World Cup. So all of those things come together and make you a big club. Then you have to look at the history. Yeah. You have to look at the history
coming to
too.
that too.
Because Crystal Palace,
If that counts.
take Oliver Glasner out, they hadn't won a title at the top level before in their history.
Yeah.
They had never won a title ever before in their history at the top level. So yes, they've had 3 titles in the past 2 seasons, but obviously they can't rub shoulders with Spurs.
Okay.
Because Spurs have won before, and now they've added the Europa League too. So for me, that's what leads to a club getting the tag, oh, big boy, you know, they are a big club, and on top of that, the finances, your fan base.
Yeah,
I mean, how many? Do you know of any Crystal Palace fan in Africa?
Yeah,
And the players that have played for the club.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
they've also
had.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so all of those things matter.
And it's
Very great
relative because
African
I'm looking at how to call it, reading here from when the Premier League was created, and it says spearheaded
Yeah.
by the big five of
Yeah,
Arsenal,
they were
Manchester
one of the
United,
five
Liverpool,
teams.
Everton, and Spurs.
Yeah,
one
and
of
if
the
you look
five
at a
teams
team
to
like
start the Premier
Everton,
League.
it'll be funny now to think that Everton were considered one of the big clubs then.
Yeah.
But I just think it's because of an extended period they've been mid. I mean, not necessarily mid, but they haven't been able to chase the titles. But up until recently, they've been so far away from relegation that they can still be. They've been able to gather the Premier League revenue year to year as it's got bigger, and invest that in their squad, invest that in their players. But in terms of what we consider a top club, I think Spurs are actually falling further behind.
the trophy.
And just a quick one, let me ask: when did Chelsea become a big club? It was after
the Mourinho era.
yes, the Mourinho era.
Yeah.
It was after the money started flowing in.
The Abramovich
Yeah,
era.
Abramovich era. It was after the money started flowing in. The coaches started becoming personalities of their own because the coaches that they brought in had built a reputation before they got in.
And then the signings also mattered.
And then the signings.
Yeah. So big name players were now coming in.
Before
And the trophies followed.
before Salomon Kalou went to Chelsea, Drogba, Mikel Obi,
Malu,
the Asians.
Yeah.
Chelsea didn't really have a strong footprint in Africa when it comes to fan base. But as soon as they brought in those guys, it built their fan base. Then you couple it with the ways that they got, the personality of the coaches that they brought in, the personality of even their owner, the personality of the coaches that they brought in, their reputation, then the fact that they were operating in London.
Okay.
It made them a big boy club.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, their fortunes changed. So for me, it's a mix of all these factors.
All right. Well, next game to come at 4:30 is Brentford taking on Spurs. Yeah, we'll be providing you with the updates. But at 4:30, you can call us 0549 986 996 0539 986 996 0549 986 996 0539. I mean, you can call us now 0549 986 996 0539 986 996. Let me run you through the results again, just in case you've not had time to grab your phone and check the results. Today it started with the Hull City game beating United by 2-0. There was the Everton Crystal Palace game to start off the 2 p.m. batch of matches. Everton beating Palace by 2-0. Ipswich also beat Sunderland by 2-1. And then Leeds went all the way to the City ground to beat Forest by 1-0.
Yeah, that for me is the biggest shock.
In the next 2 minutes, you have
Man United.
the next game, which is at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Brentford versus Spurs. Keith Andrews up against Roberto De Zerbi. Let's see who wins it for the final game in the EPL.
You opened the lines already.
Yes, so phone line is activated already. I'm sure it would be hijacked by the United fans. For the French League, I'll update you real quick. Lens are taking on Auxerre 2-0. Okay, let me talk to my first caller. Emmanuel, welcome to 97.3, the Republic of Football. Talk to me. Hello?
Gabi Milito.
Maji. How far?
Charlie, my heart is broken, but I'm eating fufu. I don't care what United do with their team again. You over me. You are invited.
But it's just match day one. How he over you? 37 more games to come.
I think you are invited.
Thank you.
I'm eating fufu with Ghana soup.
Thank you.
Can you feel it?
Can I? Hey, Ima, talk to me about your team's loss and stop misbehaving.
See, we know our problems before the season ends. And You see, as you was saying, panic buying after this match, you see the panic buying to go back. See, you know, you need a left back. Eh? You need a number 9. You need for this a DM. But this one to get the billionaire in the coach voice. Once they get the billionaire, tell the team to this categories and so that they can buy this. You know, five years to problem. Eh? See, we are busy football. Now I don't care what they do with their team again.
All right, thank you, Matt. Let's take to our next caller, Israel. Hi, Israel. Welcome to 97.3, the Republic of Football. Where are you calling us from? Hello, is Israel there?
Yes, I'm calling from Tema.
Okay, what team do you support?
Yeah, Chelsea.
Talk to me. Your team is playing on Monday against Fulham.
Yes, you are going to win, but the reason I'm calling, I want to give a bomber prediction because I feel like everybody is not talking about space. The way they are signing these Premier League proven players, all the players that are signing, they are all from the Premier League, and I think Izzebi is a very good manager, and I think they are the dark horses for this season. I don't know, but I feel like they can pull a very big surprise because they're not playing evil this season.
Okay, thank you, Israel. 053996996 0549986 0549986 The Republic of Football. It's time to call and also share your thoughts. Kwashi, you want to say something?
Just a quick thought on the United transfer strategy.
Yeah.
I've just found it surprising. Over the last 2 seasons, what they decided to just look for Premier League players and then pay exorbitant amounts of money for them just to get them to the club. I'm not saying that these players are not worth it, but they don't seem willing to look beyond the Premier League into the other small leagues and try and get a bargain. They seem willing to cash in on
just
Premier League players.
experience.
Baleba is proof of that. And this season they've done that with their midfield. Last season they did it with their whole front line.
I see.
And it's the strategy I'd like
But
to see.
I mean, the Sanchez
Yeah,
coach from Germany.
Zexi
was pre that. Zexi came with the Dutch connection from Ten Hag.
Okay.
But all the other ones they've signed, Baleba, Tielemans, Santos, and last season,
So they are gravitating more towards
Cunha and
the
Mbomo,
players with
Premier
Prem
League
experience.
proven,
Okay.
who have the desire to play for United. I remember when United were a big club and have the desire to get them back there.
But
That
they
seems to be
qualified for the
strategy.
Champions League.
I
I'm
see.
not saying
signing
it's not
these
working. I'm
players,
just saying that it's
So, I mean, it worked for them last season. Why do
Hello?
they have to move away from that
you can
strategy?
pay less if you don't pay. If you
Let's
buy
talk
from
to
the Premier
Morrison. Morrison, hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and how are you guys doing?
We are doing okay. How are you too?
By God's grace, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm a strong Liverpool fan, but I am so disappointed in coach today. The way he has downplayed Liverpool and then downplay our players. I am so disappointed in him. He should have even downplayed his old Manchester United players. I don't understand why he's going in. We have lost all our quality players this past 2 seasons, and then we are going to suffer. We are going to do this. He should just watch out. Yes, today is 22nd. Today is 22nd. I know the day will come, and it will be like, we are all here, and then Van Dijk is gone, and this and this. He shouldn't downplay Liverpool. We are coming so hard, and we will even catch Manchester United and beat them, and we won't even say anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Morrison.
I didn't downplay anything. No. I just asked you a simple
You
question.
rubbish the team.
I never did that.
No chance of
League.
winning.
I didn't do
Just
that.
compare United. To
I was
Liverpool.
doing
Who is
comparison. I was saying that if you're a Liverpool fan, you should be worried. And you should be worried because the only time Mohamed Salah did not show his true self,
They struggled.
You struggled.
Is it fact?
And he's gone.
It is fact.
No, so the first
which
season when
player
he came
in
and he
this
broke
team?
the Premier League goal scoring record, he scored 32 goals.
Yes.
They finished 4th. They were not competing for the league. At
No,
that
when
time.
I said
So in terms of competing for the league, right?
no,
Oh,
being a team, no, but which of these players will give you 20 plus goals?
well,
Florian
Unless
Florian
you
Wirtz.
have forgotten about Salah so soon.
Florian Wirtz.
Nah, you better
just hold on, guys. Let me talk to you, Richard.
you see the way the guy talk.
Um,
I'm a cool.
Yeah, Richard, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing? Why are you calling us?
I'm from Lebanon here. A Town United fan. I normally call Citi. A strong one, of course.
All right, talk to me. Team lost today.
We lost. It was coming. Good evening, coach. Boss, I just can't wait to see you again. You see, it was written on the wall. Facing a newly promoted side away from home, definitely they will be charged. The fans will be charged. And there are some things that I jotted while I was watching the game. One, although we need a left back, it is clear, but we also need a centre back who can complement Maguire. You see, these people were using floating the balls into our ball. Whenever they float the ball to the box, it was costing us foul, and they scored 2 goals from that. So therefore, we also need a centre back to complement Maguire. So if someone, or if the opponent Max Maguire out of the game, there should be someone who can also be heading the ball out. Secondly, we need a typical number 6 who has height. You see, Casemiro was not giving us just tackling and anything alone. No, he was giving us goals as well. He was giving us goals. Since our fans have forgotten about that, he was giving us goals as well. There were some matches in which Casemiro will be the one who save us. I don't know if you guys will recollect that. And it is clear we need a number 9. This game, I won't blame the players. I will blame Carrick for starting Dogu at the left wing. I'll blame Carrick for this loss. But it is a wake-up call. It's good. To me, it's good. Let us lose. You lose so that our owners will think. Sit up. See, and Ferguson and Wood were there. When Ferguson needs some players, you know, I need this. They are not Panakoto, no ordinary president, Neabo. But after Ferguson left, I don't know. These are sporting directors and now leaders. They will be dilly-dally about the deal. Then the season will start. Then we will lose our first or second game. Then panic buys. It still happened to Casemiro last 3 seasons. This same thing. We lost our first game or second game before Casemiro came in. It is happening. So to me, I was seeing this loss. And it's okay. Our fans should relax. It's good. We have 37 matches to go. We can still make it into the top. To me, I don't see us winning the league, to be frank. But at least to make the top 4, to maintain our position there, we can do it. Thank you very much, coach. I got you.
Thank you, Richard. 05399696 0549986996. You can also call us and share your thoughts with us. The Republic of Football on 97.3. I'm Gabi Affair. Coach Christopher Nimley is here. Yaya Jeminta, Manola Angelo Kwanche, and Charles Owusu Kumi is also here with me. If you want to text, feel free to do so. 0539986996 0539986996. If you want to call, you can also do so on 0549986996 0539986996. Let's talk to Shaibu. Shaibu, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Gabi. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Gabi, which team do you support, by the way?
Which team do I support?
Yeah.
But what do you need that information for?
Oh, I just want to know. I know Coach and my good friend Yao, they support Man United, but I don't know about you. But I think you support Chelsea.
So you know that you're asking me. Yes, I support Chelsea.
I just want to be shy. I just want to hear it from your.
Yes, I support Chelsea.
So what is the lab still doing with me in our team?
But I'm
oh, they are seriously want to sell Jackson while the lab is still there. And Gabi, if we didn't solve the goalkeeping issue, we will still go through the same problem that we went through last season. Sanchez should not be our number 1. Oh, and talking about Yao and Coach, I think about Baleba. If Baleba comes to United, you help them. United need that energy in the midfield. Baleba can play alongside Santos both of them can play in the same team. So I don't know what they are talking about. For a midfielder, if a coach gives you a role, if the role is given to Baleba, you play the holding. I think he can play. You just have to stay disciplined. If he doesn't want to be, the coach will yank him off. So I don't know what they are always talking about. Baleba, United need Baleba. United need Baleba. So I think coach is right.
Okay.
But please, Gabi, bring her so that we'll get rid of Sanchez and Delap.
Sanchez and Delap,
rid of these two players, Chelsea is good.
So which goalkeeper would you want?
Oh, you know already now. The
Porto guy, Diogo Costa.
Yeah, Diego Costa.
Yeah.
If we get Diego Costa,
no, it's not Diego.
I think we should
Diego Costa is the striker. This one is
this guy Diogo. What's the name? This Argentine player. What's the
Who? Martinez?
Our number 8. What's the name?
Enzo Fernandez. Enzo.
Come again.
Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo. Enzo doesn't want to play. I think he should go. So that we'll replace him with a different player.
Okay. All right, Shaibu. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
Let's talk to our next caller, Kwesi.
They didn't go in for Zion Suzuki.
Yeah, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, they made Aston Villa go get him.
Okay. Kwesi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right. What team do you support?
Hotspurs, Tottenham.
Oh, your team is in action. Brentford, 11 minutes played already. Yeah. Are you confident ahead of the season? New manager, new signing.
I am not too overconfident, but I believe we are not going to be in the position of last year. I am hoping, taking my team to be around 6, 7 feet there. Yeah. But also to comfort my wife, who is a strong Man U fan. They lost their first match, and just to say to her, they are so sorry. Yeah. Sure. And please, why don't you do commentary for us? Why don't you choose a team every weekend and do commentary?
So you just listen to us every weekend, right? We'll be here to bring you all the updates, the statistics, the commentary. Sorry, the. In fact, your team. Agozi?
Yes, sir.
Your team have considered against Brentford, so. But don't worry, we'll bring you all the Premier League updates. Don't worry, every weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
So tell coach not to laugh loud, but we are just...
At the end of the day, as you comfort your wife, you also comfort you. There is to be a better comfort.
Agozi, don't worry, you're fine, okay? Early days here, 12 minutes already played, so. All right, thank you so much for calling. Let's talk to Nana next. Nana, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Gabby.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good too. What team do you support?
I support Chelsea. I'm calling from Takrady.
All right, talk to me.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, Agosi, you have to turn down the volume of your radio set, okay? So you can speak to me. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, Gabby.
Yes, please speak.
Okay. I want to talk about the Chelsea a little bit. You know, oh, sorry. It's okay. Sorry. So I want to talk about Chelsea a little bit. You know, the guy who called before Kwesi called was a Chelsea when he talked about the goalkeeping problem. And I think it's true. You have to get the Costa from Porto to come and just being our number one, because Sanchez, although is a very good goalkeeper on a very good day, but the consistent basis that's going to be a problem for us. And also, I want to talk about Man United. You know, coach is panicking. You know, yes, a lose of 38 matches. The coach is trying to do everything Harry Maguire, and he's even comparing Maguire to Vidic, and he should be very aggressive, very good in there. This last year, just played me foul. We can't put up Australia. We are one.
Elta. Mami Canada. The man is 30, soon to be 34. His best years are gone. If you are the coach, will you still be relying on Maguire?
Coach, his best years are gone.
When I say Madrid doesn't want to, that's the fact.
Yeah. Nana, so well understood, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. 0549969996 0539 Let's talk to Bernice. Bernice, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What team do you support?
I support United.
Okay, your name is Bernice, right?
Nah, Dennis.
Dennis. Okay.
Bernice,
Yes, I needed to be sure because I was expecting to hear female's voice, but
No.
yeah. Okay, Dennis, talk to me.
Yeah. The situation at United is that bad. It's really bad because it seems every transfer they want to solve a particular problem in a certain department. Last transfer was the attacking forward. In some extent, it seems he has been sorted a little bit. And this summer, they said is the midfield. And if you watch, our defense is that bad that we are just one injury away from a total disaster. Our two reliable centre backs, like the Delete and the Martinez, they are injury prone. And if I should rate them going through the season without injury, I'll give Delete 3 and I'll give Martinez 2. So the back there, we are very, very bad there. But I think the owner is not even looking at that side. They're focusing on the midfield, which they've done pretty good a little bit this transfer window. But the defense is very, very bad. So it's that bad at United. So we'll have a very long season this particular season. It's that bad. But that's to coach. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dennis. 0539969996. Let's talk to John Champion. John, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Ghana's John Champion. You be a hard guy. What team do you support?
I'm a Chelsea fan, but United because of investment. That's why I feel bad. United know their problem. If you have a coach whereby players start praising him, as he has come, the dressing room looks very nice. That coach is not going to give you anything. If you look at the preseason, you should keep on praising Carrick. And since last season, I was saying that Newcastle, they should change their coach. And I supported coach when coach said Carrick, they shouldn't give the job to Carrick. He's just going to be playing the English boys. Amorim did a very solid job for him by sending Rashford and Sancho away. Why are you trying to reintegrate them into the team? That's very, very bad. They are going to let him down, and I'm sure he will not even reach December. If you cannot even beat all City. Look at the players that Amorim were demanding. It's the same players that they are buying this season. So, to be frankly speaking, the board was so unfair to Amorim. They shouldn't have let him go. This coach were looking for this player. Give it to him. Carrick is just there for temporary reasons. To understand. Thank you for giving me opportunity.
You are welcome. 0529969996 0549986996 97.3 The Republic of Football. Let's talk to our next caller. Hi, and then where are you calling us from? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Your name, please. Where are you calling us from?
My name is Awenam, and I'm calling from Amanso.
Your name is?
Awenam.
Awenam. Okay. Talk to me.
Yes, please. Hello.
Yeah, Awenam, talk to me. I'm listening.
I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan, and to be honest, Tottenham is looking a bit shaky this season because we have a lot of injuries, and it's like we are relying on those who are injured to come back. When I look at the Tottenham Hotspur team, we really don't know what we are doing because we spent big money this season, but it looks like the only place we have really fixed is our midfield. Because when I look at the wings, Kudus is out. David Simons is out. He can also play on the wing. The left wing, that position is completely terrible. I'm not I'm not gonna lie to you. When you look at the back, it looks like they're a bit solid, but still the names out are huge names, and like you have to find replacements for all of them. When I look at Dominic Solanke, he cannot give us the goals we need this season. I look at the Charlison is even far away. It's like Tottenham, they don't really know what they want, and Roberto De Zerbi's system, I don't really think it fits the team. Yes, it got us to survive relegation last season, but I think we really need a good coach, and you have to find the right players to fit the system that is coming in. Because I look at the formation they are starting with in this game, and like the players you need to fit that system, you don't have them. Pedro Porro is out. You are not playing Udogi at a left back. The thing is entirely confusing. I look at the midfield and I realize Mateus Fernandez is just not bench. They are playing Begval. Yeah, Begval is he's a good midfielder, no doubt. But you have to find the right players to fit the right system. And I think Roberto De Zerbi system is not right for Begval.
Okay, thank you so much. 053996996054 9986 Let's talk to Tony. Tony, welcome to the show. Hello?
I think United midfield is very bad. For what I saw today, they can't rely on Andre Santos. The whole United rely on Chelsea surplus. Chelsea rejected player, and I think they should try and go into the transfer market and get a serious midfielder to be. And I don't know what happened to Kobe Menu because he ended the season very well. But I don't know why they are still benching him. So I think if Carey don't take care, he will be like Lampard coming back to Chelsea and he will fail again and he will be sacked. So this is what I come to tell you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Tony. 0539986996. Let's talk to Jude. Jude, welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm not a United fan, but I want to talk something small about it.
Please go ahead.
Okay, please, I think with this United, I think they really need a striker. Because this year, you'll be playing the Champions League without a striker. You can't, compete like how Real Madrid and PSG teams will be playing. If they continue with this kind of players, honestly, they are going to disgrace themselves. So I think they really have to do something about their striking position and continue with what they are doing. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. 0539986996 0549986996. Sule. Hi, Sule. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
All right, talk to me.
I tried calling several times, but very difficult to get you. My request would be, I wish if we get additional number to the calling numbers. Okay, now, my issues with coach. I want him to know that the Manchester team is not good. He shouldn't compare, or he shouldn't say they didn't have enough time for training. They had the time to train. Everybody had the time to train. Look at Arsenal, Saka, Odegaard. They all didn't have enough time, but they were able to score. So his team is not good. He just needs to accept that his team is not good. And I wish them best. Because they will not even get to play Champions League by the end of the season. They will never qualify. They'll be within the 8th to the down position. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you so much. 0539969960 549986996. You have the next 6 minutes to wrap up. You can also call us and share your thoughts. Chelsea are in action later on Monday, but let me run you through the games coming up tomorrow. In the Premier League tomorrow, some really good games to look forward to. There's Brighton up against Aston Villa 1 p.m. Same time, City will be playing Bournemouth, and then at 3:30, Newcastle United up against Liverpool tomorrow at the St. James's Park at 3:30 p.m. Let's talk to Andy. Hi, Andy. Welcome to the show. Hello, Andy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the show. 97.3. Talk to me.
Okay, I want to contribute to the show. But before I start anything, let me sing one song for Coach. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Musufe. Eswen Bomocho. Bagbe mi lo. Kogbe mi uta. Telemo, blete, telemo. Coach Nimli.
He's listening to you. Please proceed.
Okay. Yesterday I was listening to Sports Rahman and almost all of you
talk. Take your time and talk. You are listening to what show?
Sports Panorama.
Okay, now go ahead.
and
please talk to us.
What is going on there?
No, please proceed. Please proceed.
All of you rooted out Liverpool. But we are at the corner, just tapping cool. Most of the things you rated above Liverpool, I will stick out Arsenal. But there's going to be a serious fall. Chelsea will fall on Monday. Man City will fall tomorrow. Liverpool, look, I will not talk plenty. We Liverpool, we are not going to talk plenty. But the Fed will talk. Coach, big out to you guys. You're doing a very great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Bless up. Let's talk to Bright. Bright, welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm a Chelsea fan, so I want to contribute this fantasy too.
Please go ahead.
And I think for the sake of investment, our advice Manchester United to go for Manu Kone. So looking at, they need a proper deal. When Balaba is not Balaba is more of a football midfielder, so they should go for a proper deal. But I think Chelsea will compete with Arsenal for this year title. Chelsea is the only team I think can compete with Arsenal. So watch out for the Blues. Thank you.
All right, thank you. 0539969996 0549 986 996. We'll take our final two callers. We'll take the show home. But just in case you're wondering, Brentford Spurs is Brentford 1-0. 27 minutes played already at the GTEC Community Stadium. Our final two callers, you can call us 0549 986 996 0539 986 996. Let's talk to our next call. Okay, we don't have a caller yet, but you can call us. If you want to send your thoughts via the WhatsApp line, you can also do that on 053996 996. Let me just do a quick wrap of the games so far, the scores that have come in for today. Okay, let's talk to Salasi. Hi, Salasi. Welcome to the show.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
All right, talk
yes,
to
I
me.
want to sing for Coach.
You want to sing?
Yes.
You also want to sing for Coach? Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, please. Hello?
Yes, Salasi, please go ahead.
I will say, Udoma, you are 2-1, I will be 2-1, I will be. Oh, United.
It's 6 finish. Okay, you know that.
Salasi, talk to me. He only called to sing. Okay, let's talk to Philip, our final caller. Hi, Philip. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
I've been driving all the way from Gogoredia back to Accra. I enjoyed the show through. Like, thank you guys for a great work. But you see, yesterday something happened on Sport Panorama. Coach was being told that the United defense is Zuku. They are all Zuku. They are all bad. Coach stood there and said, no, the United defenders are good. So my question is, Coach, when are you going to admit that your defenders are poor? Because yesterday you were saying no.
Okay. Now, when you guys listen to the program, you have to listen and listen well. I never said United defense is good. Listen, was I not the same person who questioned why Luke Shaw is playing? Was I not the same person who questioned why United are still depending on Maguire?
Coach.
So how then did I say that the defense was good? I didn't say it was good.
Yeah, on the show, I don't remember you saying.
I never said it was good.
I didn't.
When somebody speak, listen.
It was Jude. Jude Duncan listed the United defenders.
And I'm saying
out
that
there.
if you were to, because I remember criticizing Luke Shaw yesterday, and I remember saying that why is United depending on Maguire yesterday? So I the same person that come and say it is good.
Okay.
No problem.
You, Philip, finish up your point. Let me talk to my next caller.
You didn't call to make a point. You called to just come and say things that I didn't say.
So my point is, United can improve. They can improve. You guys have started pressing the panic button. It's too early. I don't know why. See, this is how you destroy your teams. Just one game.
Which team do you support?
I'm a Barca fan. The best team in the world. Do you have any problems there?
Please proceed, Philip.
So what you do as United fans is you guys start pressing the panic button. Then your team owners would also do panic buying. Then that is it. You collapse your team. It is a cycle that continues every year. It has started just one game. You guys should be patient.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's talk to Cecil, our final caller, and then we take the show home. Hi, Cecil. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yes. What team do you support?
Good evening. I support Manchester City.
All right. Talk to me.
Okay. So, United's loss today, I would say, was as a result of complacency. If you look at last season, when Carrick came, the second half of the season, and they were doing quite well. They forgot that the storms will come, and when the storms come, they would expose them the more. You see, Carrick is not the solution. The solution for United, is for them to do away with the complacency, and then face reality and try and get, what they are supposed to get right. You get it? And for me, looking at this season, I think Spurs, despite the fact that they are losing a goal to nil at the moment, I think Spurs would give us something very interesting to look forward to. It's the same for Arsenal too, like we saw yesterday. So me, I am tipping this in either of them to win the Premier League.
All right, thank you so much, Cecil. That's our final caller for today. Thank you so much for calling into the show. Just a quick update is Brentford 2, Spurs 0. Charlie, look,
my man, I thought say you go comfort your wife to go comfort her. You know, agree. You know that
Spurs are not ready for
double comfort.
That's a terrible.
Such comfort, the way it be sweet.
That's a terrible.
You don't comfort you today, they comfort you.
Look,
the keeper punch the ball, can make the guy play for the net inside.
Anyway,
and I also see, I feel like every 2-5 times they find the goalkeeper is passing the ball out to the back. I don't know if these keepers are not used to it, but they seem to be making more errors that are more costly than just kicking the ball.
Yeah.
But this is not on the goalkeeper. This is on Richarlison. He played the ball into Richarlison and he lost it.
Yeah.
Like, even when I think the goalkeeper should take, because
they are not as
you
good
don't
as,
put the ball directly.
They are not Rodri in terms of how they can choose when to pass the ball. Sometimes they're under pressure and what they try and just pass the ball.
But I'm not seeing the Italian boy. He's in the game.
Tonali.
He's in the game.
Yes, Tonali is in the game. He's playing Tonali, Gallagher, and then Begval. He's in the game. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be back here. Another big coach and the guys to be here to get into the rest of the games to come. Also review today's games. As always, Saturday, Sunday, the Republic of Football is live 2 to 5 p.m. Thank you guys, Coach Christopher Nimli, Yai, Jamie Intan, Manuel Angelo Kwachi. And today, Charles Owusu Kumi. Yeah, the newsman had to do sports things. That would be hard. So joining us, Evan Kakofi, the man behind all the YouTube display. Madina's finest, eh?
Hey, Charles.
No, but there's one thing I like about Charles. He's actually a good footballer.
Oh,
I saw it.
You can't
I saw a very good footballer.
I mean, you can't come out of Medina.
It's okay. Let's go. We'll be here 2 to 5 p.m. I'm Gabby Affair. Many thanks for calling us, sharing your thoughts with us, also choosing us 97.3. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care and bye-bye.